swung on, and that one in the left field. Going back on the ball is Manning, and that was a grand slam. Well, hello once again, baseball fans and addicts, wherever you may be. Welcome to Game 2 of a huge 3-game series against Bend this weekend. Headed out to the mound for the third ceremonial first pitch tonight, it is Carpet Carl, owner of Marion's Carpets. He's thrown out one of the ceremonial first pitch tonight because it is the Dude Night here in Portland, brought to you by Marion's Carpets. First 150 fans or so got themselves a free carpet. Tonight's first ceremonial first pitch was thrown out by Press Box Moose's brother, Sam Mushkat. And the second ceremonial first pitch was thrown out by one of our Twitter nominees, Max Smith, who is editor of We Out Here, a regional online hip-hop magazine. We are already into team introductions, so for the Bend Elks, playing shortstop, wearing number 2, Elijah Jackson. Batting second, playing left field, number 22, Evan Scavato. Batting third, playing right field, wearing number 38, Brady Casper. Batting cleanup, wearing number 26, playing first base, Bo Sylvester. The catcher, wearing number 6, bats fifth, that's Isaiah Burke. Batting sixth, the center fielder, wearing number 7, Jude Hall. Batting in the 7th spot, the designated hitter, number 8, Nick Schnapp. Batting 8th, the second baseman, wearing number 9, Jabin Trotsky. And batting 9th, the third baseman, wearing number 14, Michael Ball. On the mound tonight for your Bend Elks, Jake Green. They are coached by Joey Wong, and assistant coaches Danny Sales, Aaron Matthews, and Tyler Graham. And now their opponents tonight, the home team, your Portland Pickles, leading off and playing center field, number 29, Kyler Stancato. Batting second, playing third base, wearing number 5 from UNC, Jackson Vanderbrake. Batting third tonight, playing right field from San Francisco State, wearing number 30, Nick Upstill. Your first baseman bats fourth tonight. He wears number 15 from Chico State, Jacob Show Me the Money Jablonski. Batting fifth tonight, playing second base from Long Beach State, wearing number 1, Eddie Saldivar Jr. In the 6th spot tonight, your catcher from the University of San Francisco, number 27, Michael Campagna. Designated hitter, batting 7th from Fresno State, number 3, Peyton Allen. In the 8th spot tonight, playing left field, wearing number 33 from UC Santa Barbara, Latrey McCollum. And rounding out the Pickles lineup tonight, wearing number 34, playing shortstop from WSU, Kyle Russell. On the mound tonight, wearing number 10 from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, Freddie Rodriguez. Well, fans, Cindy Allen is back in the park again tonight and has agreed to sing the national anthem after wowing the crowd here last night with her rendition. So we're going to turn the broadcast over to her for tonight's national anthem.
Our national anthem by Cindy Allen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we had at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattled, the
Once again, fans, that is Sydney, Allen. I am so sorry I butchered that. She did the national anthem last night and absolutely floored everybody in attendance. We were lucky to have her back this evening. So fans, tonight's game features the visiting Bend Elks taking on your first place in the West Coast League, Portland Pickles. Portland currently on a 7-game win streak after winning last night on the heels of an undefeated 6-game road trip. So tonight's game against the Elks provides the Pickles a chance to extend their streak to 8. As I mentioned before, it is the Dude Night here at Walker Stadium, presented by Marion's Carpets. And we are giving out rugs tonight, sure to tie a room together. We also have a drink special, White Russian, of course. So pour yourself one, kick back, and let's enjoy some 9 innings of baseball together. Your Sky Heating, AC Plumbing, and Electrical game time temperature 73 degrees and cloudy here at Walker Stadium with a 10-mile-an-hour northwest wind. Your umpires tonight behind home plate, Nick Hudlow. Our field umpire tonight, Elijah Bester. Tom Jones, welcome to the broadcast. Jack Ivy, Paul Swanson, glad to have you along. Debbie, good to see you. Freddie's family from West Sacramento tuning in tonight, welcome. Paul Swanson, good to have you along, and my madre joining us along for the broadcast. Happy to have you all with us tonight. Well, it is cloudy outside, but the sun is breaking through here as we approach first pitch tonight. Portland starting the night 4 games ahead of Bend in the second half, 3.5 games ahead of them overall. Bend is in 4th place, an overall record of 22-15, 5-5 in the second half. Your Pickles 10-2 in the second half, a 24-10 record overall. Should be in for some great baseball tonight. Freddie Rodriguez takes the bump. Elijah Jackson, Evan Scavato, and Brady Casper due up to start for the Bend Elks. First pitch tonight, 7:06 p.m. and the first pitch over for a strike. Good way to start. 0-1 on Elijah Jackson. 90-mile-an-hour fastball gets us underway. Rodriguez has his sign. 1-0 pitch coming in. Swung on and popped into shallow left field. Going back on the ball, Eddie Saldivar Jr. coming in, Nick Upstill, and that's going to fall into right field for a base hit. So Elijah Jackson with a leadoff single, and we are underway. 1 on, nobody out for left fielder Evan Scavato. Scavato last night 0 for 3, did draw a walk in the 4th inning, got all the way to third base, but did not come in to score. For your Pickles, it's Michael Campagna behind home plate. Runner goes, throw down to second base from Campagna, and safe at second base. Elijah Jackson, Mag's coming out, gonna question that one. Nobody terribly happy about that call on the Pickles side of the diamond. I guess credit Elijah Jackson with a stolen base to start the game. Packed house tonight at Walker Stadium. Very few tickets were left at game time, and credit Jackson with a stolen base. Throw is there in time. Saldivar Jr. must have just missed the tag. So first pitch missing for a ball, 1-0. Rodriguez looks back at second base. 1-0 pitch misses low at 90 miles an hour, 2-0. So we have a number of fans in the stadium here in their bathrobes. We have a number of them in their dude sweaters, and We have one guy here dressed up like Sam Elliott. Looks great tonight. Look back at second base, and again, 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Another 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Freddie's got a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, a curve, and a changeup. We will see all five throughout the course of his start tonight. Scavato twirls the bat around menacingly a few times. Now the 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and bounced foul on the left side. 2-2 the count. Right fielder Brady Casper on deck for Bend. Dylan is wearing one of the dude sweaters. At least last I saw Dylan. 2-2 pitch fouled off on the right side this time. Count stays at 2-2. We are celebrating the movie The Big Lebowski here at the park tonight. Hence why we had a fan showing up looking like Sam Elliott from the movie and numerous folks in their bathrobes. Look back at second base. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and a bouncer towards short. Charging Kyle Russell. He's going to barehanded the throw over to first. Not in time. Elijah Jackson moving over to third on the play. Back-to-back singles. Runners on the corners. Nobody down. And that's going to bring up right fielder Brady Casper. 92-mile-an-hour pitch taken towards second. The exit velocity on that was not anywhere near 92 miles an hour. 55 was the exit speed on that. So Rodriguez in a little bit of a jam to start the game. He comes set. Throw over to first base, back standing Evan Scavato. Jablonski holding him on. Vanderbrake tacitly holding Elijah Jackson on at third base. Rodriguez comes set at the waist. Another throw over to first, and again Scavato back safely. Casper steps back in, still waiting on the first pitch. On its way, swung on and bounced towards the first base side, but foul. Scott shouting out the Bat Boys. Always glad to have them. Dolphin fans in the house here at the stadium tonight. No surprise. Rodriguez, another throw over to first base. Scavato back once more. Jackson a short lead at third. Scavato doesn't exactly have a huge lead at first base. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on that one. Cracked into right field. Going back on the ball. Making the play is Nick Upstill. Gets the ball back into the infield, but that is going to be a sacrifice fly for Brady Casper. Scavato stays put at first on the play, so give Casper an RBI, and the Bend Elks on the board first here in the top of the first inning.
Batting for the Elks, number 26, Bo Sylvester.
Bend Elks wearing a sort of a cream white uniform with dark numbers on the back, letters on the front. Exit velocity of 99 miles an hour on that fly out, 311 feet. First pitch, the at-bat swung on and missed, throw down to second base. That one's in time. Got him. Evan Scavato thrown out. 2-4 the put out on the caught stealing. So 1 run in, 2 down. Nice throwback Campagna. Nice job by Saldivar to make the tag. So Rodriguez ahead in the count, 0-1. Next pitch on the way. Just misses at 90 miles an hour. A little bit low, 1-1. Wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Upper inside corner, and a nice pitch at that. 81 mile an hour curveball that was swung through. Count now 1-2. Rodriguez looking to get out of this inning, having only given up the 1 run. Pitch on the way. Low and outside at 91. Ball 2, 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Count stays at 2-2. Don't think I got all the way through the Pickles defense. Campagna behind home plate. Jablonski at first. Saldivar Jr. at second. Vandenbrake at third. Russell at short. Latre McCollum, Kyler Stancato, and Nick Upstill, your outfielders from left to right. Wind in the 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses low at 80 miles an hour. Ball 3, 3-2. That was a changeup missing low. So count's gone full on Sylvester. Isaiah Burke on deck. Pickles in their green uniforms with white numbers and lettering, and that pitch inside, ball 4. So Bo Sylvester aboard courtesy of a walk. That's going to bring up the catcher, Isaiah Burke. 17 pitches so far for Rodriguez here in the first inning. Burke did not get into last night's game. Instead, it was Wilson Weber behind the dish. So Burke's first at-bat of the series. First pitch on the way to him. Skied out into left field. Latre McCollum giving chase. Is it going to stay fair? No, it's not, and it drops into foul territory. Also giving chase all the way from shortstop Kyle Russell. Looks like McCollum lost his hat chasing that one down. 0-1 on Burke. Looks like we've got some sort of party going on in right center field. One of the Mr. Plywood picnic benches with some balloons there under the Burnside Whiskey banner. Sylvester gets a lead at first. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 88 mile an hour. The top of the zone. 88 mile an hour sinker. Wow. 0-2. Burke steps back in. Rodriguez comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses high at 87. Ball 1, 1-2. Went upstairs with another sinker. That one a little bit out of the zone. Has his sign throw over to first base, diving back safely, Sylvester. Bo will lead at first, being held on by Jablonski. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him, strike 3. First strikeout for Freddie Rodriguez, and that will end the first inning for Ben. But they do score a run on a pair of base hits. No errors and one runner left on. We head to the bottom of the first inning here at Walker Stadium. Bend Elks with an early 1-0 lead.
Health Portland. We're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it, yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that, yeah. Here comes the, no, here comes the, oh, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that.
Welcome back, broadcast fans. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Bend Elks jumping out to a 1-0 lead on the mound. For the Elks, that's number 27, Jake Green. 3-1 on the season, 2.36 ERA, a pair of saves. 34 strikeouts in 19 innings pitched. Defensively for Bend, Isaiah Burke behind the dish. Bo Sylvester at first base. Jamtropsky over at second, Michael Ball at third, Elijah Jackson at shortstop, Evan Scavato, Jude Hall, and Brady Casper, your outfielders from left to right. So Jake Green's going to be facing Kyler Stancato, Van de Break, and Nick Upstill.
Center fielder from Cal State Bakersfield, number 29, Kyler
Stancato from Cal State Bakersfield. Wow, crowd already bringing it tonight. Green's first pitch of the evening misses low at 85, ball one. Start Stancato off with a fastball. Line and the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one taken out towards left center field. Giving chase, Evan Scavato and Jude Hall. And it gets under Evan Scavato. So give Kyler Stancato a leadoff double. Shadows in the outfield there made it hard to see. It looks like Scavato may have just lost it out there in left. Ball finds the grass, and Stancato finds himself at second base. So that'll bring up third baseman number 5, Jackson Vandebreak from UNC. For Kyler Stancato, a 320-foot shot at 92 miles an hour exit velocity. So runner on in scoring position. Green comes set. First pitch to Van de Break over for a strike at 85, 0-1. So fans, a little later this game, I am pleased to announce that the West Coast League Commissioner, Rob Nyer, will be joining me on the broadcast, so make sure you stick around for that. Green comes set, looks back at second base, now brings in the 0-1 pitch, over for a strike at 85. Fastball on pitch 2. Stancato gets a lead at second. Trosky charged with holding him on. Infield shifted to the left side. Jake's 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses high and outside at 86. Ball 1, 1-2. Shadows over a majority of the infield, left side of the infield still in the sun. Jake set. Glances back at second, now steps off. Stepped off after Trosky went back to his normal position there. There was nobody to throw to, but it does get Stancato back to the bag. Van de Break twirls the bat around. He awaits the 1-2 pitch. Green delivers. Swung on and knocked foul to the right. Count stays at 1-2. 74-mile-an-hour slider spoiled foul. Van de Break back in. Trosky hovering behind second base. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him swinging. Van de Break down on strikes. Green's first strikeout. That'll bring up your right fielder, number 30, Nick Upstill.
Now batting the right fielder from San Francisco State, number 30, Nick Upstill.
Jude Hall playing maybe a step or two deep in center. Looks like Scavato out in left might be playing a little deeper than that. Look back at second base. First pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back. 86-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-1.
Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles!
Up still batting as a lefty means that Elijah Jackson going to be in charge of keeping Stancato on at second base. Green comes set. Look back at second base a couple times. 0-1 pitch on the way. Check swing did not go. 86 miles an hour high. 1-1. Well, given how cloudy it was earlier, the lights are already on here at the stadium. It's going to take a while for them to take effect tonight, especially if the sun sticks around. Green's 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses high and outside at 80 miles an hour. Ball 2, 2-1. 1-1 changeup that was outside the zone. Stancato a lead at second base. Draws a look in a second. 2-1 pitch on the way in now. Misses inside, gets away from Burke. On his way down to third. Kyler Stancato on the pass ball. So tying run 90 feet away. A 3-1 count on Nick Upstill. Three-one pitch on the way and swung on and hit towards the hole, and that is through for a base hit. Give Nick Upstill an RBI. RBI single brings in Kyler Stancato, and we are tied here in the bottom of the first inning. Wow. Raising the chairs here already tonight, and fans, that is your TriMet. Bring them home first run of the game. TriMet is a proud sponsor of the Pickles, helping connect people with their communities while reducing traffic congestion and air pollution in the Portland area. Save money on gas and the hassles of parking and let TriMet do the driving. TriMet, how life moves. So 1 on, 1 in, and that's going to bring up number 15, Jacob Jablonski, who takes the first pitch and scorches that out to right field, ranging over Brady Casper, able to make the catch. So Jablonski lines out to right field. Nick Upstill has to hang out at first base. 1 on, 2 down, and that's going to bring up number 1, your second baseman from Long Beach State, Eddie Saldivar Jr.
Saldivar Jr.
Are the batters looking into the sun? Well, yeah, the left-handed batters do have the sun coming in on them. The right-handed batters have their back to it. First pitch of the at-bat, curves inside at 73. Nice slider, 0-1 the count. Sylvester holding on, Nick Upstill at first base. Saldivar takes practice swing. 0-1 pitch on the way, misses low and inside at 86. A fastball, 1-1. Jack Ivey, glad to have you along. 1-1 the count. Upstill goes, the throw down to second base, not going to be in time, comes in on a bounce, give Nick Upstill a stolen base. So another run in scoring position for Portland. Saldivar with a 2-1 count at the plate, chance to do some damage here. Green comes set, looks back at second. Pitch on the way, floats in high, ball 3, 3-1, 73 mile an hour slider missing up and away. Green set. Jackson holding the runner on at second, swung on and fouled off to the left. Upstill at second. Saldivar Jr. at the plate. Michael Campagna on deck. Jake comes set at the letters. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit sharply towards first base. Bo Sylvester fields and takes the ball to the bag unassisted, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the first inning, but they do score the tying run on a pair of base hits, no errors, and they leave one. Fans, we're done with one inning, and we are tied at one here at Walker Stadium. We'll see you in a few moments.
AdvantistGame.com now and enter code Pickles. That's code Pickles at AdvantistGame.com to receive 20% off and free shipping today.
Welcome back here to Walker Stadium in the Lentz neighborhood of Portland, Oregon. Full house tonight. Freddie Rodriguez out for his second inning of work. He'll face Jude Hall, Nick Schnapp, and Jabin Trosky. First pitch on the way, swung on, and that is a fly ball out into right field. Nick Upstill ranges over, about a half dozen steps, settles under it, and makes the catch for the first out. Freddie Rodriguez threw 21 pitches in the first inning. He's thrown one here in the second. Already has an out. Nick Schnapp to the plate. For Jude Hall, exit velocity of 100 miles an hour, distance of about 306 feet. Schnapp, the designated hitter, steps in. Rodriguez into his motion. First pitch of the at-bat, swung on and missed. 89-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. We'll check in around the West Coast League in Ridgefield. The Raptors and Drifters tied at 1 in the bottom of the third. Sounds familiar. Second pitch on the way. That one is fouled off to the right. Is anybody gonna make the catch out there? Nope. Wow, those two folks that were sitting out there, maybe they weren't two kids, but they have their back to the field and weren't paying attention at all. That landed like 3 feet away from them. Gotta watch the foul balls out there. In Cowlitz, the Black Bears currently lead the lefties by a score of 4-1. 0-2 pitch on the way, misses low and outside at 90. Another fastball, 1-2. Bellingham and Nanaimo scoreless in Bellingham, top of the fourth inning. The Harbor Cats are scoreless, but Yakima Valley is not. They're up 2-0 in the top of the third as that pitch misses low and away, 2-2. Went with the curveball that time. A little bit low and wide. Freddie winds and deals. 2-2 pitch off the plate at 88. 3-2. Oh, sinker, not a fastball. All righty. So Yakima Valley 2, Harbor Cats nothing in the top of the third. 3-2 pitch on the way, inside ball 4. So Schnapp works a walk. That'll bring up second baseman Jabin Trosky. In when Natchez, the Apple Sox, trail the Corvallis Knights by a score of 2-0. That game in the bottom of the third inning. And in Kelowna, the Falcons with a 2-1 lead over the Walla Walla Sweets as they play in the top of the third inning. Thanks, Debbie. I will pass that on to Jay. Jay made that excellent highlight package, and it's fun to run it. First pitch, the at-bat misses low and outside at 79. Change up for ball 1. Coffee joining the chat. Glad to have you back on the broadcast. Michael Ball on deck for the Bend Elks. 1-0 pitch on the way. Spoiled foul. Count goes to 1-1. Fastball at 88. Trosky steps back in. Rodriguez looks in, comes set at the waist. Throw over to first base, diving back safely, Nick Schnapp. Sun ducking behind some clouds. Another throw over to first, and again Schnapp diving back safely. 1-1 the count, 1 out, runner on first. Trosky waits patiently. Rodriguez checking in on Schnapp once again. One pitch on the way, swung on and hit towards the hole on the right. Nice diving stop by Saldivar Jr. The throw to first in time. Trosky out 4-3 on the fielder's choice. Nick Schnapp moving down to second base on the play. Nice diving stop by Saldivar Jr. I thought that was going to be through the hole, but it was not. Bend does have another runner in scoring position. Michael Ball, the third baseman, at the plate. Rodriguez looks back at second. It's going to be Saldivar Jr. holding the runner on. First pitch of the at-bat taken foul. 89-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. Jack Ivey, you are absolutely right. That was a web gem. I can see Jay already working on saving that as a possible play of the game right there. Yeah, I know what you're doing down there, Fred. Oh, you kidding me? That was a great play. Rodriguez looks back, 0-1 pitch on the way in the dirt. 79-mile-an-hour cutter. Curveball, excuse me. 1-1. Stancato shaded a little towards right field. Rodriguez looks back, 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and that one's taken out towards right field. Nick up still giving chase. That is going to be foul out on the berm. Nobody able to make the catch out there. Had to play it on a hop. Tom Jones wondering where I am reading the speed of the ball. That is Matthew next to me giving me the speed and the pitches. Matthew making me sound smart. Yeah, that's right, Jay. Welcome back, Matthew. Glad to have you back up in the booth. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and bouncer towards second. Saldivar Jr. fields the throw over to Jablonski in time. 4-3 the put out, and that will do it for Bend here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on. We're headed to the bottom of the second inning. Tied at 1 here at the walk.
Pickles, Party Deck. At the top of the seventh, we will launch our balls into...
All right, broadcast fans, welcome back. Tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Gina Rowe joining us in chat. Glad to have you along on the broadcast tonight, friend.
Michael Campagna.
Michael Campagna, Peyton Allen, and Latrey McCollum for your Pickles here in the second inning. First pitch to Campagna, taken down to the third base line, and that one's going to be fair out past the diving Michael Ball. Campagna already on to second, and that is going to be a stand-up double for the Pickles catcher. If the Campagna family is watching tonight's broadcast, let me know in the chat. It's good to have you all on the broadcast last night. Well, that's not fun. We lost camera two. Well, that's not great. Peyton Allen now at the plate. Elijah Jackson going to be holding Campagna on. First pitch inside at 84, a fastball, 1-0. Peyton Allen from Fresno State stands back in. Green comes set at the belt, looks back at second. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one floats in for a strike at 84. Catches 73, catches the outside part of the plate, a slider. Count goes to 1-1. Green looks back at second. Jackson playing in toward the bag. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one taken out to left field, giving chase Evan Scavato. He is there and makes the play. Call that L7.
Next up is your left fielder from UC.
So 1 on, 1 down, and that's going to bring up our left fielder, number 33, Trey Mack. The fastest man in Portland, Latrey McCollum. McCollum coming to us from UC Santa Barbara. First pitch he sees, catches the outside part of the plate at 74, a slider, 0-1. Campagna gets his lead at second base. Green comes set. Looks back at Trotsky, who's gone back to his position. 0-1 pitch on the way, misses outside. 74-mile-an-hour slider, 1-1. Kyle Russell on deck. All right, Grandma and Grandpa are watching from San Diego. Right on. Glad to have you guys watching. Thanks for letting me know, friends. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Swung through a 74-mile-an-hour slider. Count goes to 1-2. Latrey given the name Trey Mack by the Springfield Drifters broadcaster. Green comes set, looks back at Trotsky. 1-2 pitch on the way, misses outside. Ball 2, 86-mile-an-hour fastball. Well off the plate. Our PA man here, Joe Simons, is dubbed Latrey the fastest man in Portland. Green looks in. Back at second, Trotsky creeping in, 2-2 pitch on the way, swung onto the bouncer towards third. Is that going to stay fair? No, it is not. Nicely fielded by Michael Ball in front of third base by maybe a step, but also about a step into foul territory. Count goes to 2-2. I did forget to let you all know, because Matthew tries to make me sound as smart as possible. Jake Green threw 19 pitches in inning number 1. How many fans are in attendance tonight? We do not have the numbers this evening, but I am going to guess we are hovering somewhere around the 3,400 to 3,800 mark, maybe a little bit higher. I lost count about 2,300, I'll be honest. Green comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way in, swung on and popped up to the right side. That's going to find its way out of play. 85-mile-an-hour fastball spoiled foul. We are sold out. And the infield boxes and pavilion sections, I was told the last I heard we had a few picnic tables in the back row out in center and left field still available. So if you want to come down and join us, there are still 1 or 2 seats available. Wind and the 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one is cracked out to left field. Going back on the ball, Evan Scavato, hasta luego, arrivederci, sayonara. That means goodbye. 2-run home run from Trey Mack. Michael Campagna coming in to score. Give LaTrey McCollum a 4-bagger and a pair of RBIs. 95-mile-an-hour exit velocity, 360-foot estimated distance on that shot from McCollum. And your Pickles have jumped ahead 3-1. First pitch on the way to Kyle. Russell bends in at 74 miles an hour, a slider for strike 1. Wow, 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. Count goes to 0-2. Another slider at 76. Hey, camera 2's coming back. Nice job, Jay. No, there was no. That wasn't Jay's fault. Don't everybody in here laugh. It wasn't like he screwed it up. Listen, in my book, everybody that works up here is darn near infallible. I am about the only exception to that. Wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way, misses inside. Ball 2, 85-mile-an-hour fastball. It's all good, Tom. I appreciate the compliment there, friend. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one, wow. That one was nicely fought off by Kyle. That pitch was well inside, a 74-mile-an-hour slider.
Let's go, Pickles.
Fought that off nicely.
Let's go, Pickles.
Kyle Russell from WSU. Green working with nobody on, 1 out, 2-2 pitch on the way in, swung on and popped foul to the right. Our PA announcer Jeremiah taunting the fans to catch it. That one a little too far out to be caught. So Russell steps back in with a 2-2 count. Sun coming back out from behind the clouds. Green into his motion, 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. No, swung on and fouled off. Nope. Thought it might have been fouled off, just bounced after it crossed home plate. Kyle Russell down swinging. Second strikeout for Jake Green, but that will turn the lineup over for your Pickles. That means number 29, your center fielder, Kyler Stancato to the plate. Kyler Stancato batting .233 coming into tonight. A pair of home runs, 13 RBIs, and he takes a look at his 75-mile-an-hour slider. 0-1. Green working quickly now. 0-1 pitch on the way. And that one over for a strike at 85. Fastball. The 20th pitch of the inning for Jake Green right there. Ahead in the count, 0-2 on Stancato. Stancato doubled his first time up. Pitch on the way. Swung on and the bouncer towards short. Jackson's got it. His throw over to Bo Sylvester at first. Dugout in time. 6-3 the put out on Kyler Stancato, and that'll do it for your Pickles here in the second inning. But they plate 2 more runs on a bomb by McCollum. 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We head to the third inning. Your score, Portland 3, Bend 1.
Let's all go to Sailors. Let's all go to Sailors. Let's all go to Sailors to get ourselves a steak. Delicious things to eat. The lobster can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. Come on and bring the whole family. Let's all go to Sailors to get ourselves a steak.
pickle, pineapple makes it sweet, jalapeno brings the heat, pickle pickle in there too, hula pickle made just for you, hula pickle.
Welcome back to Walker Stadium. Freddie Rodriguez back out on the mound. Elijah Jackson up for his second time to the plate. First pitch to him over at 78 miles an hour, a curveball, 0-1. Jackson led off the game with a single, picked up a stolen base, and came around to score on a sacrifice fly by Brady Casper. Rodriguez, 0-1 pitch, taken into right field, chasing it down. Nick up still. That's going to get in front of him for a base hit. So Elijah Jackson, a pair of singles to start the game. Coming into the inning, Rodriguez had thrown 35 pitches in his first 2 innings. So now he's going to work with a runner on, and that will bring up left fielder Evan Scavato. Scavato also 1 for 1 with a single. Caught stealing, though. Kevin McCarthy going to come join us at the stadium on Monday. Be good to have you here. First pitch, the at-bat taken towards third. Just off the glove of Vanderbrake. Still has enough time to throw over to first. So on the fielder's choice, Elijah Jackson moves down to second base. Evan Scavato out 5-3. Did look like that could have been a double play ball, possibly. Just bounced off the front of Jackson's glove. One on, one away, and that's going to bring up right fielder Brady Casper. Kira joining us in chat. Glad to have you along. My favorite Pickles logo right there, the upside-down chair. Rodriguez looks back at second. First pitch on the way. Misses just a little bit low and outside. Sinker at 88 miles an hour, 1-0. Infield covered in shadows, press box drenched in sunlight. 1-0 pitch on the way. Misses low with a changeup at 81 miles an hour, 2-0. Jackson will lead at second base. Russell in charge of holding him on. 2-1 pitch, take it over to the right side. Ranging over Saldivar Jr. He gets it, the throw over to first in time. 4-3 the put out on Casper. On the play, Elijah Jackson moves down to third. So Bend threatening here in the third inning. Runner on at third base, 2 outs. Now, Kevin, remember that game time on Monday is going to be 2:30. And fans, if you're in the area and want to get tickets, be sure to check out PicklesTickets.com. You can check out the promotional schedule there and choose your seats. Get tickets for your favorite night, all with just a few clicks. We would love to have you down here to join us. First pitch, the at-bat on the way to Sylvester. 80-mile-an-hour changeup inside, 1-0. Vanderbrake playing back, not exactly holding the runner on. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, and that is hit to the left side. Vanderbrake bobbles the ball, the long throw over to first. No, doesn't even throw. Elijah Jackson coming in to score on the play. And give Sylvester a single with an RBI there. So Sylvester aboard with an RBI single. Oh, and we got the spam bots back in check. I've still forgotten to remedy that. I'm sorry. You know, there's still 10 home games left of the season. Maybe I'll get it done. Rodriguez's first pitch of the at-bat on the inside. Black. Curveball at 77, 0-1. So Jablonski going to be holding Sylvester on at first. Yeah, that's right. That Monday game is our last of 3 makeup games against the Knights. That will be a big game. Rodriguez looks in, has his sign from Campagna. Holds at the waist long enough. Isaiah Burke decides he's going to step out. Steps back in now. Freddie's 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit towards short. Scooped up by Russell, underhands it to Eddie Saldivar Jr. 6 for the putout, and Portland gets out of the inning. They do give up one more run on a pair of base hits. No errors, and they leave one. All right, fans, we're headed to the bottom of the third inning. Your score, Portland 3, Bend 2.
He swings and fouls it off. It'll reach the seats over back of the Tiger dugout. And the man from Walla Walla will pick up. He swings, bounding ball, stopped by Trubit for the second one, relay to first. Two for the price of one. There's a breaking ball in for a strike, and he stood there like bound by the side of the road and on did go by, struck him out. That's the third strikeout. Right-hander against the right-hander. The outfielder is straight up in deep one. Fielder. He is the DH today. Swings, there's a drive to left.
Whoa! Personal foul.
What the feezy?
You can't use a beard trimmer below the 50-yard line. This is the Waterproof Lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped. What's the difference? It's got new skin-safe technology to help reduce cuts and nicks. It's powerful, yet gentle, just like me. Dog, I appreciate you. Boop. Hey, watch out. I'm not ticklish. Get yours at manscaped.com.
Welcome back, broadcast fans. We are headed to the bottom of the third inning. Your Pickles currently with a 3-2 lead against the Bend Elks. It's going to be Jackson Vanderbrake, Nick Upstill, and Jacob Jablonski for your Pickles here. In the third inning, Jake Green out for another inning's worth of work. 21 pitches last inning, 40 overall. His first pitch to Vanderbrake on the way in the dirt at 74. Slider missing 1-0. For Vanderbrake coming into tonight, a 300 average, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases. 1-0 pitch on the way. 74-mile-an-hour slider called strike 1. 1-1 on Vanderbrake, 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out his first time up in the first inning. Steps back in. Wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Well, that is well outside. 85-mile-an-hour fastball that really looked like it got away from Jake there. May have held on to that for just a split second longer than he intended to. He now brings in the 2-1 pitch. That one misses low. 73-mile-an-hour slider, 3-1. I was told there was a Bunny Lebowski look-alike in the pickle juice drinking contest. 3-1 pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 4. Vanderbrake working a walk here to lead off the third inning. Pickles have a runner aboard. That'll bring up right fielder Nick Upstill.
Number 30, Nick Upstill.
Upstill coming into tonight with a .373 batting average, a home run, 21 RBIs, and a trio of stolen bases to go along with that. Sylvester going to be holding Vanderbrake on. First pitch to Nick, misses high at 84, a fastball 1-0. Oh, that's true, Tom. That will be an early game for you on Monday. 3-hour time difference between here and Atlanta. 1-0 pitch misses high and outside. Another fastball at 85, 2-0.
More Dolphin.
Jeremiah Coughlin also getting in on the more Dolphin call. Vanderbrake lead at first. 2-0 pitch on the way in, swung on and missed. 84-mile-an-hour fastball that Upstill swung over the top of. Still ahead in the count, 2-1. Jablonski on deck. Vanderbrake gets a 2.5 step lead at first. Green set, 2-1 pitch on the way. Jackson goes fouled off at the plate. Nice jump by Vandebreak. Unfortunately, with the pitch being fouled off, he will return to his starting point at first base. Count evens up on Nick, up still at 2-2. Green stares in at Burke. Has his sign, comes set at the waist. Wind in the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off again. Count stays at 2-2. 87-mile-an-hour fastball that time. More cowbell. Man, whoever's got that thing's working it tonight. Green comes set at the waist. Now steps off. Looks Vandebreak back over to first base. He retreats halfway and then gets the same lead he had earlier. Jake set. 2-2 pitch on the way in, missing out. Oh, called strike 3. My apologies, thought that was a little bit outside. 73-mile-an-hour slider. Nick up, still down, looking. Third strikeout for Jake Green.
Your first baseman, number 15, lose your mind.
So 1 on, 1 down for first baseman Jacob Jablonski. Jablonski batting .285 coming into the night. 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. Vandebreak his lead at first. First pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one is shot into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Vandebreak takes the turn to second base. He's going to be headed for third. The throw comes into the infield. Not in time. Vandebreak picks up 2 bases on the single by Jablonski. Jablonski taking an 85-mile-an-hour pitch out into right field. So runners on the corners, 1 down. That'll bring up tonight's second baseman, number 1 on his back, number 1 in your heart, Eddie Saldivar Jr. It's also going to bring the pitching coach out from the dugout for Ben. Infielders coming in. Jacob Jablonski on at first, Jackson Vandebreak on at third. That single by Jablonski, an exit velo of 101.
The trivia question is, John Goodman.
The big Jablonski tonight, darn right. Darn right.
What was the first?
Y'all in chat are bringing your A game. I appreciate that. Thank you much.
Don't tell me.
The fans here at Walker Stadium seem to be on their A game tonight, all 3,000 plus of them. So glad to have y'all representing in the chat in the same fashion.
That is the winner. What's your name, sir?
Mound meeting is over.
Lebowski, digital video disc.
Jake Green going to stay out there to face Eddie Saldivar Jr.
Raising Arizona.
Saldivar coming into tonight, a .292 average, a pair of home runs, 14 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. Saldivar up in a pretty decent spot here. Runners on the corners, 1 down. First pitch that he sees, he bunts, and he bunts it down the first base line, and a beauty. Over to field, Green, the throw to first in time. On the play, Jackson Vandebreak comes in to score, though. Jablonski moves down to second. Saldivar out 1-3. Sacrifice hit and an RBI. Mag's out to confirm that he was in fact out at first base, and I'm gonna guess that he's still gonna be out at first base. But Saldivar Jr. does pick up an RBI, another runner in scoring position for Portland, and that is gonna bring up your catcher, number 27, Michael Campagna.
Here's the catcher, number 27, Michael Campagna.
Michael having himself a heck of a season, .383 batting average, 18 RBIs, 4 home runs so far. Make that 4, excuse me. Picked up a hit earlier in a run scored. Holy cow. I can't even read my own writing in my scorebook. First pitch missing, 1-0. I am just a comedy of errors here in the third. Green has his sign, comes set, looks back at second base. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses high, ball 2. 84-mile-an-hour fastball, just a bit up out of the zone. Sun now behind the trees out in left field and a cloud to boot, so no more sun. Campagna twirls the bat around, awaits the 2-0 pitch, checks his swing, over for a strike at 85, 2-1. Jablonski a lead out at second base. Trosky holding him on. Passively, we'll say. Green comes set. Glances back at Trosky. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one skied out to center field. Jude Hall takes a step back, now a few over. Comes in, makes the play, and that will do it for Portland here in the third inning. But they pick up another run on one base hit. No errors and one runner left on. We are through 3 innings here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Portland 4, Bend 2.
It's Marion's biggest sale of the year. Kerosene carpet and waterproof flooring, only $1.99 a square foot. Area rugs, 20% off. Remnants, 50% off. Over 500 rolls of carpet. 50,000 square feet of waterproof flooring. Thousands of area rugs. Hardwoods, sheet vinyl, carpet tiles, bound rugs, runners, and so much more. Nobody has more flooring than Marion's, and it all comes with a low price guarantee. In Portland and Wilsonville, hurry in.
All right, broadcast fans, welcome back. Freddie Rodriguez out for his 4th inning of work. He's thrown 45 pitches so far, given up a pair of runs on 4 hits. He's also managed to strand 3 runners so far. He's back in here to face Jude Hall, Nick Schnapp, and Javin Trosky. Rodriguez into his motion. First pitch of the 4th inning, missing low at 77, 1-0. Change up just a bit low. My dear friend Bob Wisecarver in the chat, glad to have you along tonight. 1-0 pitch, catches the outside part of the black at 87. A fastball, count evens up at 1-1. I am glad the Campagna family is representing hard tonight. I appreciate you guys. 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses high and outside at 89. Ball 2. 2-1. Jack Ivey loving the small ball. You and me both, friend. I know chicks dig the long ball, but I like the small ball personally. 2-1 pitch. Misses a little low at 88. Ball 3. 3-1. That one drew the ire of some of the Pickles fans there. Coach out to talk to Freddie. Michael out from behind the dish, going to join the meeting on the mound. Is that it for Freddie, Gary? Nope, okay. Oh, you were just signaling that that does count as a mound visit to the umpire. I'm sorry. Of course you were. Gary sits in the front row of the press box here. I'm in the back row. Gary and Moose sit next to one another. Moose runs all the music here. We have a camera right in the middle of the press box. That's what gives you the shot behind home plate and of the field. Jay and Noah work to the left, the third base side of the window, and I am directly behind the camera, just a little bit off to the third base side. Meeting over. Freddie's going to stay in. Mags just wanted to have a talk with him real quick. Wasn't even a meeting that brought the entire infield in. It was just Freddie and Michael and Mags. Rodriguez now with the 3-1 pitch, swung on and fouled off. Count goes to 3-2. Hall steps back in, 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to right field. Awaits the 3-1 pitch, or 3-2 pitch, swung on. Freddie Rodriguez, nice grab off the mound. Jude Hall retired 1-3. That was really great. Oh, I so wish we could have Mags mic'd up at some point. I mean, yeah, I guess we're not really bound by any, like, family rating or anything for this broadcast, if Mags is the type of person to use such language. Rodriguez with a great snag. That's going to bring up Nick Schnapp. First pitch to him, he spoils foul on the right side. Nick up still giving chase, but that one's out on the berm. Might have been a catch out there made. There was some reaction out on the berm. Might have been on a bounce. Tom Jones, great Maddox play. You are not wrong. Well fielded. Rodriguez into his motion. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back. 88 miles an hour. 0-2 on Schnapp. Schnapp worked a walk back in the second inning. Advanced to second on a fielder's choice, but that was as far as he got. I don't know if we have the technology to get a, well, you know what? Ross is up here. If anybody would know, Ross would know. Ross, do we have the ability to give Mags a mic? Can we mic Mags? I mean, not tonight, obviously, but all right, coming soon. All right. This is one of the greatest things about working for this organization is anybody can have a bad idea and somebody will be like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. That's how Pickle Fest happened. 1-2 pitch on the way, inside, ball 2, 2-2. Pickle Fest, one of the best, worst ideas this organization has ever had, coming up on July 30th and August 20th. If you are in the greater Portland area, please come out to that. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and skied foul to the right. That one clear the stands. Yep, into the Atlas Pizza bunker. Count stays at 2-2. Gavin Trotsky on deck. Rodriguez has his sign, comes set. Another look given, 2-2 pitch on the way. Just misses low and outside, 80 miles an hour. Count goes 3-2. Mic up Mags night. That's a great idea for a promotion. Okay, there are some ideas that apparently are no. What were you saying?
You wouldn't hear anything. Once everything leaked out.
Well, all right, fair enough. Count goes to 3-2 on Nick Schnapp. Mic up Mags. That's my mom coming through with the great promotion idea. Full count on Nick. Rodriguez into his motion. 3-2 pitch on the way. Misses low and inside, ball 4. Luges Schnapp to the second walk he's been issued tonight. So Trotsky back to the plate, bounced out 4-3 in the second inning as we play here in the fourth, 1 on, 1 out. You know, I don't know that even as much as y'all in the chatter behind this that we could convince anybody that is nice. Oh, nice pickoff move by Rodriguez. Sliding back just in time, Schnapp. Jablonski, of course, holding him on at first. I love watching Rodriguez pitch. First pitch on the way, misses at 88, 1-0. One of the great things about Rodriguez is he has a number of different looks that he'll give the batter. He'll hold for a while. It's just fun watching him pitch if you're checking out his mechanics. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. 79-mile-an-hour curveball, changeup, excuse me. Count at 1-1. You're not wrong, Tom. Double play here would be nice. Bronco fan in the chat. Go Picks. Glad to have you along, friend. You've been here before. Throw over to first base. Diving back safely, Nick Schnapp. Your Pickle Finance numbers of the game so far. For Bend, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Pitch on the way, misses low and inside. For your Portland Pickles, 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Glad you're getting a chance to watch him pitch tonight. Rodriguez stares in at Michael. The throw over to first base. And again, Nick back safely.
20 launch balls left.
Rodriguez looking for ground ball double play here. 2-1 pitch on the way. Not going to get that ground ball. Instead, skied out to left field. McCollum takes it 2 steps towards center, settles under it, and makes the catch. Trotsky down, F7. Schnapp not able to advance on the play. Michael Ball now the third baseman to the plate. Michael Ball bounced out for 3 in the second inning to end the second inning. Rodriguez looking to finish his 4th inning of work here. Comes set at the waist, throw over to first base. Another close play, but back safely. Nick Schnapp. That pitch taken foul on the right side, ranging over, and that is just going to get out of play. High bounce behind the Bend dugout. Elks dugout on the first base side. Portland Pickles dugout on the third base side. Count is 0-1, Michael Ball. Schnapp will lead at first. Rodriguez set at the waist, 0-1. That one spoiled foul at 87. Into the Atlas Pizza bunker once again. So Rodriguez ahead in the count, 0-2. I get the feeling this broadcast is about to go airborne sometime soon. Rodriguez climbs up the back side of the hill. Ball steps in, does a little bit of landscaping. Rodriguez comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung onto the bouncer towards short. Russell fields it over to Saldivar Jr., 6-4 the put out, and that will do it for Bend here in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and another runner left on. We are through 3.5. Your score, Portland 4, Bend 2.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Welcome back, broadcast fans. That is the famous Pickles broadcast drone camera right there, sweeping along the third base line, headed towards the Wickles Pickles party deck. Flyby of the broadcast booth there as it takes the turn and heads up the first base line. Ross doing a great job piloting that tonight. We'll have that up for the next couple innings or so. You can see it is a great crowd tonight here at Walker Stadium.
Somebody help Dylan.
Is the drone on the move? Absolutely. Kicky Sam 49, your Pickles Navy Blue 2022, an official capper en route. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, friend, I have picked up so many of those official league caps. Peyton Allen at the plate to lead us off here, batting .248 coming into tonight, a home run and 14 RBIs. First pitch missing, 1-0, 72-mile-an-hour pitch. Winding the 1-0 pitch on the way. That one in the dirt, ball 2, 72 miles an hour. 2-0. Green's 2-0 pitch on the way. That one misses low and inside at 82, ball 3. Green started the inning with 57 pitches. Pitch number 61 on its way in. Over for a strike at 83, 3-1. Again, well over 3,000 here tonight at Walker Stadium. You can see the folks out on the berm there. As that pitch misses, ball 4. Peyton Allen works a leadoff walk. Pickles in business once again. Your Pickles have scored in each of the first 3 innings. Ben seems to like scoring in the odd innings, scoring 1 in the first, 1 in the third. Trey Mack up for his second at-bat. You might remember LaTrey McCollum from his first at-bat in the second inning when he went yard with a 2-run bomb. 1 for 1 on the day, a run and a pair of RBIs. Allen takes a lead at first. Bunt shown, pulled back. Pitch misses high at 75, ball 1. 1-0. Sylvester going to be holding Allen on at first base. Lights slowly starting to take effect in the outfield. 1-0 pitch on its way in. That one bends in for a strike at 73 miles an hour. Slider catches good part of the plate. Count goes to 1-1. Right field berm there in the bar area. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and that one's taken out to right field. That's going to drop down foul. Into the netting, actually. You know, when you take a look at some of those drone shots that Ross shows us, you can see a number of the fans here dressed up for the Dude Night. Some great costumes here at Walker Stadium. Great place to come out and watch a ball game. Y'all should join us. Wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit sharply towards short. Getting over to the ball, Jackson. He goes to second for 1 and just in time. 6-4 the put out on Peyton Allen. Trey McCollum reaching on the fielder's choice.
Next up is your shortstop.
So still 1 on, 1 down now. Trading out McCollum or Allen for McCollum, and that's going to bring up shortstop Kyle Russell. Kyle Russell, a pair of home runs on the season, 9 RBIs, a couple stolen bases, and a .214 average. First pitch that he looks up at this at-bat misses high at 83, ball 1. Russell struck out his first time up, looking for his first hit tonight. McCollum gets his lead at first base, always a threat to steal, seeing as he is the fastest man in Portland. Green holds for a while, now steps off, looks McCollum back to first. 1-0 the count on Kyle Russell. New baseball requested and received. Flyby of the press box there is the... That's great. I forget that you can just stop and hover like that. Drone shot of the field now. 1-0 pitch on the way. Misses high. Ball 2, 2-0. Ross, have you ever had a bird try and interfere with that thing? Like, have you ever had a bird think that there was something it needs to be afraid of? Or... Well, that doesn't mean the birds are, friend. 2-0 pitch on the way. Misses high and tight. Ball 3. 82-mile-an-hour pitch. Little bit up and in. Russell ahead in the count, 3-0. Man, look at the stands on the third base side there, just packed. 3-0 pitch on the way. Over for a strike at 83 miles an hour. Fastball 3-1. Lentz Park outside the confines of Walker Stadium. 3-1 pitch on the way. High and tight, ball 4. McCollum was running on the play. He was almost to second base before that pitch hit the back of Burke's glove. So McCollum down to second, does not get a stolen base on that. Kyle Russell works a walk. Second walk of the inning issued by Jake Green. That'll turn the lineup over for Kyler Stancato. We got a mound visit coming for Bend here, and that might be the end of Jake Green's evening. There has been an arm warming up in the Bend bullpen. Second mound visit for Bend. Entire infield in. Whoever the pitcher is in Bend's bullpen has not left. He's still throwing up pitches. Number 12? Number 12 in the bullpen for Bend. Oh, that's Miller up throwing. Caden Miller up in the bullpen for Bend. Well, Jake Green's going to stay out there a little bit longer. Latre McCollum on at second base. Kyle Russell on at first. Kyler Stancato, the pride of Glendale, Arizona, to the plate for his third at-bat.
Number 29. Kyler Stancato.
Stancato 1 for 2, led off the game with a double. Came around to score. Chance to pick up an RBI to go along with his resume this evening. First pitch that he sees stays outside at 72. Slider, 1-0. Jackson going to be in charge of keeping McCollum on at second base. Sylvester not really playing on the bag, not so much trying to keep Kyle Russell on at first. That pitch catches part of the plate at 71. Another slider. Count even at 1-1. Man, that thing gets some nice shots. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, a little bit blustery out there. Look back at second base a couple times. Green's 1-1 pitch on the way, misses high, ball 2, 83 mile an hour fastball.
We got another birthday shout out up here. Happy 23rd birthday to Ursula Hershey. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Evan Scavato playing a little bit deep in left field. Brady Casper playing pretty much straight up and right. Jude Hall maybe shaded a little towards left field. 2-1 pitch misses well outside at 70 miles an hour. 3-1. Another slider. So Pickles are threatening. Jackson Vandenbrake on deck. Stancato takes practice cut. Green brings in the 3-1. Swung on and fouled off at the plate. Count goes full, 3-2. We thought we lost the drone for a second there. Well, look back at second base, another look back. Jake Green's 3-2 pitch on the way, runners go. That one popped up. Taking a couple steps over, Jude Hall now running in a little bit, settles under it, makes the catch. Runners have to stay. Kyler Stancato flies out to center field. 2 down, and that's going to bring up third baseman Jackson Vandenbrake.
Number 5, Jackson Vandenbrake.
Vandenbrake, a native of Yakima, Washington. 0 for 1 on the day, drew a walk, came around to score. He scored on that fielder's choice or the sacrifice hit by Eddie Saldivar Jr. Green looks back at second base. First pitch of the at-bat. That one bends in for a strike at 72. Slider over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Vanderbrake taps home plate, twirls the bat. Green has his sign, comes set at the chest. Again, glances back at second. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one's going to be dumped into right field for a base hit. Coming in and trying to make the play. Brady Casper gets under his glove, and that is down. 1 run scores. Latrey McCollum coming around to score. Kyle Russell going first to third. Give Jackson Vanderbrake an RBI single. And they are raising the chairs here at Walker Stadium. You can see the bullpen right there. Players with the chairs raised. Glad that nobody is picking up one of the picnic tables out in left field and raising those. So this is the mound visit that is going to be the end of Jake Green's evening. We've got a new pitcher coming in. Fans, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the new pitcher and Jake Green's line in just a moment. Your score here at Walker Stadium: Pickles 5, Bend Elks 2. A shot of the beautiful Walker Stadium here in the Lentz neighborhood of Portland, Oregon. Jake Green's evening is done. He's gone 3 2/3 innings. He's given up 6 hits, walked 3, struck out 3 through 79 pitches. He's given up all 4 runs so far. Those 4 runs are earned. Still responsible for Kyle Russell on at third and Jackson Vanderbrake on at first. On to relieve him, number 12, Caden Miller. Miller, a sophomore at Lynn Benton Community College, 1-3 on the year, a 5.57 ERA, 14 strikeouts in 21 innings pitched. So fans, just to remind you, West Coast League Commissioner Rob Nyer going to be joining me up here in the 6th inning. Delighted to have him come and join us.
The right fielder, number 30, Nick Upstill.
So Nick Upstill to the plate.
Here at Walker Stadium.
Upstill from Huntington Beach, California. Miller comes set at the waist. His first pitch of the evening misses high and outside, ball 1. 1-0. Outfield playing straight up. Miller set. 1-0 pitch on the way. Just misses high, ball 2. 2-0. Vanderbrake on at first, Kyle Russell on at third. No, excuse me, Vanderbrake's down at second. Was that a double, Gary? I'm sorry. E12. Give Jackson Vanderbrake an RBI double. That pitch taken into left center field. Giving chase Jude Hall. Coming over and making the play, though, Evan Scavato, and that will do it for the Pickles here in the 4th inning, but they managed to plate another run. We are through 4 full innings here at Walker Stadium. Your Pickles 5, Bend Elks 2. All right, fans, welcome back. We are starting the top of the 5th inning. Freddie Rodriguez out for another inning's worth of work. He's going to be facing Elijah Jackson, Evan Scavato, and Brady Casper. Those names might sound familiar. That is the 1, 2, and 3 hitters in Ben's lineup. Sorry I've been ignoring y'all in the chat. We have had a ton of stuff going on up here in the press box the last couple innings. Wind in the first pitch of the 5th from Freddie. Swung on and missed. Foul. 0-1. Nice catch by Campagna behind the plate. Count 0-1. Freddie set at the waist. He rocks and deals. 0-1 pitch on the way. Missing low and outside. Ball 1. 1-1. Host families are rock stars. Judith McCowan shouting out the host families. You bet. Very much appreciate all of the host families here and around the West Coast League, honestly. Wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way. That one misses in the dirt. 2-1. Couple of the Cowlitz Black Bears host families are in the neighborhood that I live in up in Longview, Washington. Very aware of the host families up there. 2-1 the count. Rodriguez deals. Just catches the inside part of the plate. Count goes to 2-2. Elijah Jackson steps out, takes his breath. Takes a look out in left field, now steps back in. Rodriguez patiently waiting. Rocks into his motion. Holds. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped foul on the right. Count stays at 2-2. Jackson taking a few minutes to collect his thoughts. Adjusts his helmet, takes practice swing, now steps back in. Rodriguez did his taxes out there and is now ready to throw the 2-2 pitch. Little game of cat and mouse going on between Rodriguez and Jackson. That pitch missing. 3-2, 71-mile-an-hour slider in the dirt. So Jackson now steps back in. Rodriguez has had his sign for a while now, goes into his motion. 3-2 pitch on the way, in the dirt, ball 4. So Jackson aboard for the 3rd time tonight. A pair of singles, a pair of runs scored, stolen base, and now a walk. You're right, Tom. I have not checked in on the West Coast League scores in a while. Like I said, there's a lot going on tonight. We'll get to those eventually. So Rodriguez is going to be working with one on. Evan Scavato to the plate, 1 for 2. Fielder's choice in a single so far tonight. Takes the first pitch and spoils it foul back. 0-1. 88-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-seamer at that.
Let's go Pickles. Let's go Pickles.
Let's update the scoreboard window, and I'll work on that here in a few minutes. 0-1 the count to Scavato. Rodriguez throws over to first base. Jackson back safely. Yep, nope, I appreciate you, Tom. In Ridgefield, the Raptors with a 7-1 lead on the Drifters. That game in the bottom of the 8th inning. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike. Nicely thrown at 88. Fastball puts Rodriguez ahead in the count. 0-2 in Cowlitz. The aforementioned Black Bears leading the Port Angeles Lefties 5-1 as they play in the top of the 8th. Rodriguez has his sign, comes set at the belt. 0-2 pitch on the way. Just misses low at 80 miles an hour. Count goes to 1-2. Up in Bellingham, the Night Owls lead the Bells by a score of 2-1. That game in the top of the 7th. Harbor Cats getting it handed to them by the Yakima Valley Pippins, 8-0. That pitch misses low and outside. Wild pitch. Advancing is Elijah Jackson to second base. Campagna had no shot at that, really. So the Pippins and the Harbor Cats, they play in the bottom of the 6th inning. In Wenatchee, the Apple Sox getting doubled up by Corvallis 4-2. That game in the bottom of the 6th. Back here, a runner on in scoring position. Nobody out. 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swung on and popped foul. Count stays at 2-2. In Kelowna, the Falcons with a 9-4 lead on the Walla Walla Sweets. That game in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that is your set of scores around the West Coast League. For those of you that weren't aware, my Seattle Mariners won their 13th straight game this afternoon. Game 2 against the Texas Rangers. Won it in extras. 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses low, ball 3. 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Paul Swanson, welcome back. So Rodriguez stares in, has his sign as he comes set at the waist, takes a look back at second base, looks back once more, 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off at the plate. Count stays full. Rodriguez yielded a run in the first, yielded a run in the third. Shut down Bend in the second and the fourth. You know, Tom, I've got a soft spot for the Atlanta Braves. Growing up here, we had access to TBS, and I did watch plenty of Braves games growing up. Jackson a lead at second base. Look back at second and again. 3-2 pitch on the way in. Swung on and fouled off again. 89 miles an hour. Count stays 3-2. Oh, that's right, Paul. You were watching the Thorns game, and they're up on Gotham. Well, that is, 3-0. Don't mind when a West Coast team is up on a New York team, unless maybe it's the Mets. Still harbor a small amount of fandom from them. 10th pitch of the at-bat on its way. Freddie looks back at second. Now steps off. Well, you know, Jack, there's going to be an Astros fan in every crowd. We're happy you're a Pickles fan, so glad you're enjoying the broadcast. Look back at second base from Rodriguez. Starts to go into his motion and steps off. Saldivar Jr. holding the runner on. Somebody downstairs wanted a balk. I don't think they're going to get it. Braves look back at second base, 3-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking, strike 3. Freddie Rodriguez's second strikeout. Scavato down on strikes. Elijah Jackson still at second base, and looks like Freddie might be done. He's had a good run here today. Well, that's fair, Jack. No problem. I don't hold anybody's baseball fandom against him. I get that. I don't know how I'm a New York. Well, I do know how I'm a New York Mets fan out here on the West Coast, but that's a story for a different broadcast. So the entirety of the infield has come in. Rodriguez may not be done. No, we're gonna go ahead and stay here. I don't think we're getting a relief pitcher yet. We would have had him by now. So just a confidence booster to Freddie Rodriguez out there. He's got one on. He's got a runner on at second base, and he's going to be facing Brady Casper. He has retired Casper both times he's been up. Brady does have a sacrifice fly out to right field for an RBI. Bounced out to second base in the third. So Freddie up on the bump. Takes a look back at second base. This time it's going to be Russell holding the runner on. First pitch of the at-bat, swung on and popped high to the right side. Jablonski over towards the net. Is he going to have a play on it? He does! Casper down 3P. Big out for Freddie Rodriguez. Now he's got 2 down and a runner on second base. Sounds good, friend. Let's do that. Well, fans, if you haven't had a chance to get your Pickles merchandise, head over to the Pickles team store online to grab all of your Pickles gear, including some of those great official league hats. We've also got some limited edition merch with some fun Portland and pickle themed designs. Prices and styles vary. Grab yours today. I've grabbed plenty of them, I'm not going to lie. Bo Sylvester at the plate, 2 out. Throw back to second base. Man, that was close. Saldivar Jr. sneaking in. Rodriguez with a great move to second and just getting his fingertips back in time on the bag as Elijah Jackson almost caught napping there at second base, but not quite. Fans, we're going to stick with the broadcast here in the middle of the 5th inning. We've got Dizzy Bat. Make sure you stick around for that. First pitch of the at-bat floats over for a strike at 75 miles an hour, 0-1. Nice curveball from Freddie Rodriguez.
Applaud for Zoe.
Rodriguez takes a look back at second. Saldivar Jr. holding the runner on. 0-1 pitch on the way, misses high, 1-1. 85 mile an hour fastball from Rodriguez, just a little bit high. Nobody on first now. That was Elijah Jackson now on at second base. Winding the pitch on the way, swung on and hit sharply through the hole on the left side. Charging in from left field, Latrey McCollum. They're going to wave the runner at home. Latrey's throw to the plate, not going to be in time. Elijah Jackson coming around to score. Give Bo Sylvester an RBI single, his second RBI single of the day. So Sylvester on at first, 2 down. Pickles with 5-3 lead. Isaiah Burke at the plate. Exit velocity of 103 miles an hour on that base hit out to left. Russell playing a little bit too close to second base there. That's all right. Winding the first pitch of this bat on the way. High and inside at 88 miles an hour, 1-0. Pickles with 5-3 lead. Ben still threatening here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-0 pitch on the way. Misses high. Ball 2. 2-0. Dizzy Bat is crazy. You are not wrong about that, Judith. Glad to have all you along on the broadcast. Thanks for joining us. We play in the 5th inning. 2-0 pitch on the way. Inside. Ball 3. 3-0. Isaiah Burke 0 for 2, struck out in the first inning. He was Freddie's first strikeout victim. Bounced out to shortstop to end the 3rd inning. Freddie looking to get out of this. Throw over to first base. Back standing Bo Sylvester. Winding the pitch on the way, misses inside, ball 4. So a walk to Isaiah Burke forces Bo Sylvester down to second base. And here comes Mags, and that's going to be the end of the evening for Freddie Rodriguez. Fans, we're going to go ahead and take a break while Mags takes the ball from Freddie. We'll come back with the new Pickles pitcher and Freddie's line for you in just a moment as we play here in the 5th inning. Your score, 5-3 Portland. All right, broadcast fans, welcome back. Taking over for Freddie Rodriguez on the mound for Portland, number 6. That is Oscar Lepe. Lepe, a 2-1 record so far this year, 4.09 ERA in 8 games. He's thrown 11 innings, struck out 10. He takes over for Freddie Rodriguez, who's gone 4 2/3 innings. Freddie yielded 5 hits, walked 5, struck out 2, has given up both of the runs, or all 3 runs on the board for Bend. Also responsible for Isaiah Burke on first and Bo Sylvester on at second base. Oscar Lepe, a junior at the University of San Francisco. Yeah, Freddie had a good outing tonight. Was a shame he wasn't able to close out the 5th here, but that's all right. That's what we've got a bullpen for. Jude Hall, the center fielder, stands in. Runners on at first and second, 2 down. Bend down by a couple. Lepe looks back at second base. First pitch of the at-bat on the way. Over for a strike at 89 miles an hour. A fastball, 0-1. All right, fans, now is the time to ask. If you've got any questions that you want to ask Rob Nyer, throw them in the chat, and I'm not going to promise I will get to them. But, hey, that's Mike Checks there on the broadcast. What in the world? What in the world are you doing there, friend? That one missing at 89. Count goes to 1-1. You are right. Freddie did do a really great job. Lepe comes set. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one over at the bottom part of the plate. Nice. On the outside corner as well. 89 miles an hour. Great pitch from Oscar Lepe. Sylvester lead at second base. Isaiah Burke a lead at first. Lepe heading the count. 1-2 pitch on the way in the dirt. Nice stop by Campagna behind the plate. Count goes to 2-2. 91 mile an hour fastball. That's right. Lepe's got some gas. How many different uniform combinations do the Pickles have? Well, they got the green ones, they've got the gray ones, they've got the blue ones. Do they have a white one as well? We got the white ones for 4, and if you count the Maverick Alts, that's 5. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off to the left. Count stays at 2-2. What was that? Blue pants as well. That's, wow, yeah, so I mean, add that to the combination. Though the blue pants do not go with the green tops that they are wearing tonight. Saw some of the fans down the first base line there. Some beer bats out in the crowd. Lepe comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking, strike 3. First strikeout for Oscar Lepe. Third strikeout for Pickles pitchers overall, and that will do it for Bend here in the 5th inning. 1 run on 1 base hit. No errors and 1 runner left, or 2 runners left on. Fans, we are sticking here for Dizzy Bat. How many dude sweaters can I spot from the press box? That's funny. That feels like sort of a Where's Waldo kind of thing, but you're not wrong to ask that. On that question, Will, the Pendleton Company was kind enough to gift us, I was told, 8 of those sweaters for the broadcast tonight, so thank you to the Pendleton Company for their kindness. I really hope some of them are here. All right, so Dizzy Bat. Rules are, number 1, keep your bat on the ground, unlike that person that's in the infield right now. Rule number 2, keep spinning around until Jeremiah's not running it tonight, it's Tyler. Until Tyler gets to 10, he's not going to do that in a normal order or as fast as some people would wish. And then you run towards Dylan the Dude tonight and grab the Ruby Jewel Ice Cream Sammy from him. Do not hug Dylan, do not tackle Dylan, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Just grab that ice cream sandwich! Wow. 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 Well, I think we got a winner in the clubhouse for the best dizzy bat of the season. That, wow. I would love a statistical analysis on how many people have been injured to a small degree engaging in the dizzy bat. That is the 3-person pileup right at Dylan at the end. That was pretty impressive. Well, back to baseball now, friends. Yikes is right, Jack. Holy cow. Oh, Will Murphy, good question about the ballpark meal. We'll say favorite ballpark meal or snack. For me personally, it's a bag of peanuts. That's just, that's how I roll. Back out on the mound, Caden Miller. His first pitch of the 5th inning swung on and missed by Jacob Jablonski. 0-1. It's going to be Jablonski, Saldivar Jr., and Michael Campagna. What do the losers of Dizzy Bat Race get? Injured, probably. Oh, regret. Well played. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on in that one. Clubbed out to right field. Drifting back on the ball, Brady Casper. He settles under it and makes the play. We'll call that F9 for Jacob Jablonski. It was an 84-mile-an-hour pitch. Exit velo of 83.
It's Eddie Saldivar Jr.
Scraped knees. That's a great answer as well. Yes, that's probably true. Will Murphy down with the chili dog. Never do dizzy bat with a skirt on. That sounds like life advice right there, Debbie. Line of the first pitch of the at-bat on the way to Saldivar, swung on and missed. 0-1. Saldivar 0 for 2, does have a sacrifice hit to his credit and an RBI. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one misses off the plate. 1-1, 84-mile-an-hour sinker. Wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and an inside-out swing going to be deposited into left field for a base hit. Eddie Saldivar rounds first base. Throw comes back into the infield, so give Eddie a single. One out runner for your catcher, number 27, Michael Campagna. Campagna, originally from San Diego, California. We are happy to have him hanging out in Portland. Comes to the plate with a runner aboard and 1 out. Miller's first pitch misses low at 83, ball 1. Slider that just fell out of the zone. Jay doing some extra camera work up here in the press box. Camera 2 giving us fits tonight. Not sure what's up with that. Miller comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and then rocket out to center field. Drifting back on the ball is Jude Hall. He makes the catch a couple steps in front of the warning track. Michael retired F8.
Now batting is your designated hitter, number 3, Peyton Allen.
So Peyton Allen to the plate. 1 on, 2 outs. Miller comes set, throw over to first base. Back in time, Saldivar Jr. It's Bo Sylvester holding him on. Caden looks in, has his sign, comes set at the waist. Next pitch misses outside. On the play, Eddie Saldivar Jr. stealing second base. So Saldivar puts himself in scoring position now. Runner on second, 2 down, 1-0 count to Peyton Allen. Allen walked back in the fourth, flew out to center field in third, takes that pitch and spoils a foul on the left side. Count evens up at 1-1. Allen taps home plate as he steps back in. Miller stares in at Isaiah Burke. Comes set at the belt. Look back at second base. Jackson holding him on. 1-1 pitch on the way. Over for a strike. 1-2. 75-mile-an-hour curveball. So Caden Miller ahead in the count. Saldivar lead at second base. Portland has scored in all 4 frames so far. Looking to maybe find one here in the 5th with 2 down. Look back at second base, and again, Miller's 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on to that one. Lined right at second baseman Trosky, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Fans, we are through 5 full innings. Your Pickles lead 5-3.
Sign up for the season ticket with us.
All right, broadcast fans, we are back here embarking on the top of the 6th inning. Your Pickles with a 5-3 lead over the Bend Elks, and I am joined on the broadcast by West Coast League Commissioner Rob Nyer. Rob, it's good to have you up here.
I am thrilled to be here.
Now, how many games do you get out to a year? Like in the West Coast League speaking.
I would guess it's different every year for various reasons, but I think probably between a dozen and 20.
Okay, that's not bad.
I don't get to travel to see every city anymore. We just have too many teams.
That's fair. A 1-0 pitch spoiled foul on the right side. That is Nick Schnapp at the plate. Trosky and Ball will follow him. Oscar Lepe is still out on the mound. Is there a stadium that you haven't gotten to yet?
I have not been to a game in Nanaimo.
Okay.
I have been to Nanaimo.
All right.
Visited the ballpark, but before they started playing.
Okay.
So I've been to every city.
Okay, so you've been. All right, fair enough. 2-1 now the count on Nick Schnapp. Nick Schnapp, a pair of walks so far tonight. Lepe comes set. 2-1 pitch on the way. Misses outside. Ball 3-1. Well, so this is my first season in the West Coast League. I've been to Pickles games before. I've gotten to go see the Cowlitz Black Bears. I'm a Longview native personally.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only 2 stadiums I've been to. That pitch missing outside, ball 4. So Schnapp drawing his 3rd walk of the evening to lead off the 6th. Gavin Trosky due up next. My goal coming into was to try and get to all the away games this year, but it just wasn't in the cards this year. I hope to next year. There are a number of great-looking parks across the West Coast League.
We are blessed with a great diversity of stadiums and scenery and cities. Edmonton, which is a metropolis, and Portland, of course, and then Walla Walla and Port Angeles. There's just the full range of experiences in our league.
I would love to go check out Port Angeles. That's another one of those destinations that sounds interesting. First pitch spoiled, foul, 0-1 on Trotsky. Trotsky 0 for 2, bounced out to second, flew out to left. He steps back in. Schnapp on at first base, being held on by Jablonski. Lepe's 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit in the hole. Nice range by Kyle Russell. Gonna throw to second. Saldivar couldn't find the handle. Fielder's choice. Schnapp advanced to second. Trotsky aboard at first. So has the expansion gone well this year? Are you happy with the results so far?
Well, what am I going to say?
Well, okay, that is a little bit of a low. You're not wrong about that. Has it gone as well as you expected then?
I didn't know that I had any expectations. I knew that there was a lot of potential in all the new markets. And again, just off the top of my head, Edmonton, which is a metropolis, and they have a AAA stadium. So you'd have to really try to screw that up, I think, to screw it up. And they haven't. I was up there a couple of weeks ago for a game against Wenatchee, and it was impressive.
Bunt down the third base line. Rolls foul, 0-1 on Michael Ball. Ball at the plate, nobody on. Runners on at first and second.
They've got a fantastic organization up there and great location. I just had a delightful time in Edmonton. I was in Kamloops.
Oh, nice.
Completely different environment, but a tremendous experience there.
Well, so I noticed that there's no West Coast League All-Star game this year, and from what I understand, the last one that was had was in 2019. Throw down to second base, taking off Nick Schnapp. The throw down to second was trying and get Schnapp back to the base. He just went ahead and committed to third, and so now we've got runners on the corners, nobody out. Ben threatening here in the sixth inning. Are there plans to maybe next season bring the All-Star game back, or?
You know, we will do something next year. I'm fairly certain, whether it's an All-Star game or some sort of showcase for our best prospects for the scouts to come and see everybody. I don't know what that's going to look like.
Okay.
But I'm pretty confident that we'll do something special next summer.
I enjoyed the All-Star game in 2019, so I was just curious when I didn't see it on the schedule this year. And coming back from COVID, still dealing with that and dealing with the expansion teams, it's probably just one of those things that it's hard to find room in the schedule for.
I think we had so many things to wrap our brains around this last winter that we just didn't figure out a way to make that work. But we certainly want to bring something back.
1-2 pitch, spoiled foul on the right-hand side. Count stays at 1-2. Oscar Lepe on the mound for Portland. Michael Ball at the plate.
The one thing that the All-Star game does is it sort of forces everyone to take those 3 days off in the middle of the season, and that essentially makes it more difficult to schedule everybody.
Well, that's true, and when we had the spring that we had here, at least in Portland, bouncer hit towards short, over to second for one, the relay to first. Nice grab by Jablonski. 4-6-3 the double play, or 6-4-3 the double play. Coming in to score though, Nick Schnapp. So an RBI, no RBI there on the double play.
I would assume most people are watching right now who are listening to us, but if you're just listening, go back later and find that play. That was a Gold Glove play by the shortstop.
Well, see, the nice thing is Noah and Jay, they like to pull a couple of the defensive plays, and we usually pick one that was our favorite from the game. So that one's probably going to be in the running. We've had a couple tonight. At the plate now as the lineup turns over for Ben. That's Elijah Jackson. 2 for 2 on the day. Pair of singles and a walk. He's been aboard every time he's been up. Comes up here with nobody on, 2 outs. Ben trailing by 1. Lepe winds and deals. 1-0 pitch over for a strike at 80 miles an hour. Count goes to 1-1. So I'm hoping you can stay. We're going to keep the broadcast here in the 6th inning. We have Dylan versus the fan race. But after that, I'm hoping you can stay for the rest of the 6th inning at the very least.
You bet.
All right. I enjoy this immensely. That pitch missing low. Count goes to 2-1. Lepe looking to get out of this inning without giving up any more. Ben has scored in the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, and now the 6th. 1 run in each frame. Have yet to put up a crooked number. 2-1 pitch on the way in, swung on and bouncer towards third. Fielded by Van de Break, the throw over to Jablonski. 5-3 the put out, and that'll do it for Bend here in the 6th inning, but they do get their 4th run. It was earned on one base hit. No errors and nobody left on. Fans, it is time for Dillon versus the fan race. Paul, I will get to your question when we come back in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to take a look at Dillon versus the fan race. Dillon losing last night, taking his record to 10-4 overall. I assume he's going to be racing in that sweater out there.
All right, we got Blake Dillon out here. Dillon stretching a little bit ago, trying to come back from that loss.
All right, so Dillon, again, 10-4 overall on a 1-race losing streak. For those of you who somehow have not seen this before, we start all the way out at the right field line, right field foul line, and they run all the way across the outfield dirt, all the way to the edge of Portland's bullpen. And Dillon off to a hot start tonight, already under the Atlas Pizza sign, now under the Manscaped banner. He is under the banner's eye. He's given up about a banner and a half to the runner who's falling a little more behind. Under the Pickle Finance banner, past the Pickles banner, and it's going to be Dillon taking his record to 11-4. You know, you never know. We never know what we're going to get out of those races.
I want a piece of Dillon.
You know, I was going to ask you if you would come back and at some point.
I want a piece of Dillon, or I want to be Dillon. I have been a mascot.
Oh, wow.
In multiple stadiums, but not this one.
Okay.
Best part of my job.
So where all have you been a mascot at then?
I was Lil P.
You got to be Lil P? Oh, now Lil P is one of my favorites.
A couple years ago.
Okay.
Yep. And I was a Marmot in Port Angeles.
Oh, wow.
And I think I'm forgetting one more.
Okay, that's got to be a great perk of the job then. That is not something I would have expected. Oh, my gosh.
That and having my name on the baseballs, those are the two best.
That's got to be pretty great. First pitch of the bottom of the 6th inning, bobbled by Caden Miller. Latrey McCollum, the fastest man in Portland. An infield single to start out the 6th inning here. Caden Miller still out on the mound. He's facing McCollum, Russell, and Stancato to start it. So Kyle Russell, the shortstop, 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out back in the 2nd inning. That was the second of Jake Green's strikeouts. Drew a walk in the 4th and got as far along as 3rd base. Didn't quite make it home that inning. He comes on with 1 on, nobody out. Miller comes set. 3rd baseman cheating in, bunt shown, pitch outside, ball 1. So you mentioned your names on the baseball, and I know that you've been around baseball for a long time. You've written a number of books. You're a well-known baseball historian. Do you have any, superstitious baseball artifacts in your own collection, like something that you've acquired over the years, or?
I have some things that I have acquired because I'm sort of a pack rat. I have run out of space, so the occasional bobblehead at this point is about as far as I'll go, and way too many books, of course.
Well, that's fair. Now, have you had a bobblehead done of yourself?
I have not.
Okay, all right. Well, you've been around baseball for a while, and minor league and independent baseball are rife with cool one-offs. I've wanted to do a bobblehead for Gary here, our scorekeeper. That wouldn't necessarily be a fan giveaway. That'd just be one of those one-offs that we give to him or keep here in the office. We have a large amount of respect for Gary. He's one of our favorite players on the team. 2-0 pitch on the way in. Bunt shown again and pulled back outside. Ball 383 mile an hour fastball. So Caden Miller in a hole 3-0 to Kyle Russell. Kyle Stancato lurks on deck. So nothing superstitious, though. No lucky charm that you've acquired over the years or anything?
No, every superstition was beat out of me a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. 3-0 pitch. That one over for a strike at 83, a fastball 3-1.
When you come up with Bill James, you basically aren't allowed to be superstitious.
Okay. All right.
I trust the odds.
Okay, you know what? You got to do that. That is true. 3rd baseman cheating in again. 3-1 pitch on the way. Bunt down the first base line. Going to be fielded by Miller. He'll go to first. 1-3 the put out on Kyle Russell. Advancing on the play, Latrey McCollum down to second base. So runner on in scoring position, one down. Now, one of the books you wrote was about blunders in baseball, correct? Is there a particular story that is your favorite out of all of those, like the most entertaining blunder that you're aware of in baseball history?
Honestly, most of the blunders in the book are not entertaining if you're a fan of the team that blundered, right?
Oh, I'm a Mariners fan, friend. I've lived through plenty.
I think the Mariners are in the book. Their blunder is hiring Maury Wills to manage them. I'm not sure if you've ever heard the Maury Wills stories.
No, I have not.
Maury Wills is one of the most disastrous managers in Major League history.
Now, was that would have been in the early 80s?
Late 70s or early 80s. It might have been 79.
Okay. So in the fledgling years of the franchise.
Yes. And he was not of his right mind throughout that period in his life.
Okay.
He also tried various things, redrew the batter's box, for example.
Okay, now that story I have heard.
Yeah, that gets passed around still.
Okay,
it's
all
classic.
right.
It's classic in part because Billy Martin noticed.
Not exactly the person you want to have noticed. That ball lined down into right field. Latrey McCollum, the fastest man in Portland, going to earn that nickname going from second to home. Give Kyler Stancato an RBI single. Portland gets back the run that they gave up in the top of the sixth inning. So runner on at first base, one down here as we play in the bottom of the sixth inning. That's Stancato on at first, and that's going to bring up third baseman Jackson Van de Break. Van de Break 1 for 2, a double with an RBI, a walk with a run scored, and a strikeout so far tonight. He has been busy in the scorebook. First pitch to him, popped up on the right side, giving chase. Bo Sylvester and Isaiah Burke, and it just falls in between them in the on-deck circle. That one's tough. Okay, you know that I talked to the people in the YouTube chat, and Paul Swanson wants me to ask the Pickles organization if they can do a bobblehead of you. So I will run that up the flagpole. I did famously say earlier in the broadcast that there seems to be no idea that this organization won't at least consider. So,
well, I don't think that I merit a bobblehead, but I certainly would not
wouldn't turn it down
the opportunity to model for one. No.
Fair enough, fair enough.
If only for my daughter.
You know what? Yeah, no, that's great. 0-1 count on Jackson Van de Break. That pitch. 1-1. All right.
But before I would make a Rob Nair bobblehead, I would argue for a Jim Bouton bobblehead.
Oh yes. Okay, a Jim Bouton bobblehead. Has that not ever been done?
Not in Portland.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Maybe somewhere else. Probably somewhere else. I've not seen it.
All right. You know, half the fun is looking for some of the crazier baseball stuff on eBay and stuff like that. Throw over to first base in the dirt. Nice stop by Bo Sylvester, though. Keeps the ball right at the bag. Stancato back in time.
I have said a few times that if I could save one thing from the collection, it would be my Jerry Mathers bobblehead.
Oh, yeah? Now, where did you pick that up at?
At a Portland Beavers game about 20 years ago. He was here for because he was the Beaver. So they had him. He visited.
That is so brilliant.
He's wearing a baseball uniform.
Oh, that's great.
And I got to meet him and talk to him and interview him on the air. It was incredible.
Now, did you get him to sign the bobblehead as well?
I didn't ask him to do that.
Okay.
It seemed a little too fanboyish.
You know what? That's fair. That's
Honestly,
fair.
I felt like if I had just been there as a fan, I would have.
Okay.
I got to sit next to him and interview him on the radio, so that was enough.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was pretty great.
You got to hang out in the booth with Jerry Mathers for an inning. Oh, that's so great.
And he could not have been more gracious. That's always nice when your childhood heroes, and the Beav was one of mine, is a pleasant person.
2-1 pitch, misses low and away, ball 3. Give Kyler Stancato a stolen base there. So runner on in scoring position, still 1 out. Portland leading 4-6. I grew up listening to Dave Niehaus on the radio. That's why I fell in love with broadcasting, and of course his partner Rick Riz for numbers and numbers of years. That pitch missing, ball 4. So Vandenbrink aboard with a walk. Third time he's been aboard tonight. Runners on at first and second base for right fielder Nick Upstill.
I got to sit next to Dave Niehaus a few times, and that was a big thrill too.
I would have loved that opportunity. We've got a mound visit for Bend. I'm on the broadcast with West Coast League Commissioner and noted author Rob Nyer. I got to meet Rick Riz. I went out to Chicago. The Mariners were playing the Cubs at Wrigley Field for a 3-game set, and I did the whole fan experience. I took the tour, and while they brought us out to the field to take a look at that, another Mariners fan and I saw Rick in the clubhouse, and we yelled over to him, and he was kind enough to come over and have a conversation with us, took photos with us. I think he was a little taken aback that he was who we wanted to drag over, but he was great about it. So
he's also always been very gracious with me, just tremendously pleasant.
He just seems like he really, really, truly loves the game of baseball, loves the fact that he gets to go out to the ballpark every day, just loves the fact that is his job.
Yep, and I'll tell you, I have found that to be the case with 95% of the broadcasters I have met, and I've met a lot of them over the years, and they almost unfailingly are friendly, make you feel important, even when you're not. And I certainly never have been compared to them. So it's been great meeting all of them.
First pitch of the at-bat to Nick Upstill, over a sinker at 84, 0-1. Lights have taken full effect here at Walker Stadium. The sun is well set behind the trees out in left field. Still Caden Miller on the mound. Working with 2 on, 1 down. Takes a look back at second base. Now brings in the 0-1 pitch. Over for a strike. Ahead in the count, 0-2. Curveball at 74. Jack Ivey wondering, is TrackMan in use at all the West Coast League ballparks?
All 16, yep.
Nice. I have enjoyed having it here. It makes me sound a lot smarter about this game than I am.
Well, as you probably know,
0-2 pitch popped foul.
Quite often, and I don't know if this is still true, but for a long time, when broadcasters called a pitch, on the radio especially, they were guessing quite often. Because how would you know?
Right. No, see, okay.
And sometimes they're way up there. There's no way they could tell.
I thought from some of the vantage points, like the vantage point at Old Tiger Stadium.
Way up there. I was up there.
Yeah.
I was in that booth.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
1,000,000 miles high.
Okay, so you've been all over to...
I'm old. You got to realize I've been doing this for a long time.
You're not that much older than I am, Fred. You could not be.
I was in Tiger Stadium in 1998, the last season they played there.
Okay.
I think it was 98.
I got to catch a game at the old Comiskey Park the last year that it was in play. 1-2 pitch fouled off.
I was there that year as well. Might have been the same game. Middle of the summer.
No, for me it was early spring. I was there with Lower Columbia Community College. I was debating for Mike Dugas there, and Dugas loved baseball, and so whenever we had a road trip that could coincide with a baseball game, we'd go. And so we went out to Comiskey Park and watched the A's and White Sox go to extra innings in 43-degree weather. we were not prepared for that. We were also not prepared for how windy it gets at that stadium. So of the parks that you've been to, do you have a soft spot for one in particular, like the top park that you could go back to and
in
do
the major leagues?
Yeah. Well, I mean anywhere.
Well, I am a fan of, for the most part, the old. I love Dodger Stadium, Wrigley, Fenway, all of them. Among the newer parks, I really appreciate the ballpark in Denver. I think that there's a lot in that mold. That's the best of those stadiums.
I have not been there yet. Pop fly out into shallow center field, ranging back on the ball. Elijah Jackson settles under to make the catch. Nick Upstill out P6. 2 down, and that's going to bring up the dude, first baseman Jacob Jablonski. I have a million questions for you. I brainstormed with Gary, some friends of mine that are fans of yours. I asked the folks in the chat if they had any questions. Actually, one of the interesting questions in the chat, what is your favorite meal or snack when you come to a ball game? Like, is there something that is I want this when I go to the ballpark?
Well, I don't eat meat, so that knocks out most people's favorites, probably.
That's fair. Well, for me, honestly, it's a bag of peanuts. A bag of peanuts, maybe a beer to go along with it, depending.
I'm too lazy to shell the peanuts. So that doesn't happen.
That's my favorite part.
Here at the ballpark, you have a great selection of vegetarian fare, so I appreciate that.
Did you get to try the fried pickle slices?
That's not going to happen.
That's not in your not in your wheelhouse. Pitch fouled off at the plate. Count goes to 1-1. It was an 84-mile-an-hour sinker. Just to recap, we got Jackson Vandebrake on at first, Kyler Stancato on at second, Caden Miller on the bump right now for the Elks. Pickles with a 6-4 lead, and Rob Nyer joining me in the broadcast booth. So on the food then, I know that you don't eat meat, but one of the broadcast questions that we've all argued this season, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Absolutely not.
Definitive answer.
Not even close.
Nice. 1-1 pitch over on the outside corner at 70 miles for a strike, 1-2. I love how definitive you brought that in. Like, there was no question. I've heard arguments both ways up here. Let's see, Paul Swanson, has there been any consideration of getting a broadcasting partnership like on Root Sports for the West Coast League?
It's a good question. I think
that pitch ripped foul on the right side.
I think that if all of our teams had a setup like you've got, with the multiple cameras and these brilliant people running the AV, there would be some real opportunities there. We need to up our game, though. A little bit.
Well, the thing is, everybody's doing a broadcast now. That's been one of my favorite things about following the team this year, is checking out everybody's broadcast. 1-2 pitch, that's taken into center field. Coming in is Jude Hall. Settles under it, makes the play, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the 6th inning. They do pick up another run, though. They do that on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. We are through 6 full innings here at Walker Stadium. Pickles lead 4-6. Rob, are you good for maybe another half inning?
Sure am.
All right, we'd love to have you back. Fans, we'll be back. Welcome back, broadcast friends. We are embarking on the top of the 7th inning here at Walker Stadium. Your Pickle Finance numbers of the game for the visiting Bend Elks: 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. For your home team, Portland Pickles, 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors. I am Mike Checks, working with the crowd up here in the booth tonight, and Rob Nyer hanging out with me as we start the 7th inning. Oscar Lepe's first pitch at 88, a fastball outside, 1-0. So, being a baseball historian, and I've been following for 30 plus years now, is there a year in team that is your favorite for whatever reason, record or the players that were on the team, or?
I think that for a lot of us, a lot of baseball fans, it comes down to the team that grabbed you when you were a kid and sucked you in. And for me, it was really a period, the late 1970s of the Kansas City Royals. I can still name every player in the lineup because I fell in love with that team and with the game because of them.
All right. That makes total sense. I first fell in love with baseball through a pack of 86 Tops.
I was just talking to somebody the other day who was telling me that's how his was way before yours was. He was a lot older than you, but that was his thing too.
My grandparents lined up the middle. That's going to be a leadoff base hit for Evan Scavato. Single right up the middle. Oscar Lepe had to dodge out of the way of that one.
86. Are those the ones, big black?
Big black border with the colors at the top? Yep.
I collected those.
Okay.
That set.
My grandparents bought me a pack at a convenience store, and there was a card for a player named Darryl Strawberry. And 8-year-old me thought that Strawberry was the best last name in the world. And so in Longview, Washington, in the mid-'80s, I became a New York Mets fan.
That's incredible.
And thanks to TBS, I would get to watch the Mets play Atlanta a handful of times a year, and that was appointment television for me back then. It was a heck of a year to glom onto the Mets. Of course, their win against Boston in the World Series. Shortstop to second to first. Oh, the relay to first not quite in time. So 6'4" fielder's choice, Russell to Saldivar. Scavato out on the play. Casper taken first on the fielder's choice.
There have been, must be 5 or 6 bang-bang plays at first base tonight. I have felt sorry for the base umpire.
Yes, he's had a bit of a rough night, and there was a pickoff move or two as well that were really close and looked like they would have been tough to call. So Tom Jones, one of the folks in chat tonight. Oh, there was Jeremiah and Ron, our PA announcers. That one, a wild pitch, and that's going to send Brady Casper down to second base. One of our fans joining the broadcast is Tom Jones out in the Atlanta area, and he managed to find you on Wikipedia. Rob's also got his own website, and you can check that out. Just need to look up Rob Nyer. Paul Swanson wanting to know what your favorite WCL city to visit is. Not necessarily, the team, just the city that you like hanging out in.
I would, wow, that's a tough one. But
1-0 pitch just launched out to left field. Latrey McCollum at the warning track settles under to makes the play on Bo Sylvester. Gets the ball back into the infield, and Brady Casper has to hold at second base. That is a long F7. What was the exit velo on that? 96 miles an hour. Dang.
I'm probably forgetting somewhere, but Bellingham might be my favorite. I mean, you're on the water.
Bellingham's a beautiful town,
you can see the mountains. Too. There's a million things to do.
Yeah, Bellingham is a beautiful city.
And I'm also a big fan of Port Angeles. I guess I like places with fishing boats.
Well, with the water nearby, yeah. You like fishing in your off time?
Not at all.
No.
I get seasick. I wouldn't go. I like places that have the boats.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nanaimo is another fishing town, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I loved my visit to Nanaimo a couple years ago.
First pitch, Lepe to Burke, missing outside, ball 1. My friend Jason back at home wanted me to ask you what your favorite debunked baseball legend is.
Ooh, that's a good one. I did a book about baseball legends in addition to baseball blunders. There was a series there, a short series of books, but I mean, the most famous is Babe Ruth's called shot, right?
Right.
And there's the longest chapter in the book is probably about that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's my favorite because, it's been discussed so many times over the years.
2-0 pitch misses outside. Nice stop by Campagna.
I'd actually have to go back and look at the book to pick one, and I
That's
did
fair.
write that book about 10 years ago, and I've forgotten almost all of it.
Okay. Well, he was just curious. He's familiar with your work.
Ask me next time, and I'll have a better answer.
All right, fair. Well, then if you're agreeing to come back and do it, maybe the night that you come back and race Dylan.
Or be Dylan.
Okay, that's right. 3-0 pitch missing outside. Isaiah Burke with a walk.
We haven't locked in my exact participation yet. We just know something's going to happen.
That's fair. So base on balls, are you signaling pinch runner, Gary, or was there a mound visit? Pardon? Wilson Weber, pinch hitter, thank you. Wilson Weber made it in last night. Okay, wait, so Wilson Weber pinch hit for Burke. Oh, no, he is going to pinch hit for Jude Hall. Okay, I thought you were telling me that I missed this because I was busy talking. So Isaiah Weber, number 34, going to pinch hit for Jude Hall. So runners on at first and second. 2 down. Mound visit from Mags. Looks like Lepe's going to stay in there. Sorry? Ryan Falk's on the pitch now. Well, you know what, fans? We're going to take a quick break here while Ryan Falks takes his warm-up pitches. I'm going to make sure that I got my scorebook correct with Gary, and we'll give you the line on Oscar Lepe here in a few moments. Thanks for sticking with the broadcast, fans. We'll be back in a second. All right, broadcast fans, welcome back. Gary and Michael got me straightened out here. Oscar Lepe's ninth's done after 2 full innings, yielded 2 hits. He's given up 1 run so far, and that run is earned. Walked 2, struck out 1. Ryan Falks taking over on the mound, and the first batter that he will face is pinch hitter Wilson Weber. Weber was the catcher last night. 0 for 4, struck out twice, flew out to center, and flew out to right. You know, having a scorebook is really the greatest thing in the world, and I didn't start keeping score until about 3-4 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I cannot believe that is a huge part of my baseball upbringing that I just didn't have. Falks has got a fastball, a splitter, and a slider. You'll see all 3 of them on display. Behind in the count, 2-0 to Wilson Weber. 6-4 the score, tying runs aboard. Look back at second base. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off the plate. Count goes to 2-1. So is there any discussion on maybe keeping the North and the South separate in the West Coast League, say for, the All-Star game and the playoffs? Has there been any discussion about that? 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Swung through an 88-mile-an-hour fastball from Ryan Falks.
I would say that anything you can imagine we have discussed.
Okay.
So anything that we we've discussed is on the table.
All right. So that is something that's...
I think it's certainly something that would make a lot of sense for different reasons.
Okay. 2-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking. Strike 3. Wilson Weber down on strikes. Ryan Falk's first strikeout, and that will do it for the Bend Elks here in the 7th inning. No runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on. Fans, it's time to stretch. Rob, I appreciate you joining us on the broadcast.
It's been such a pleasure. I would love to do it again.
I would love to have you back again, so I will make sure to be in contact with you. And
I'll let you know first when I'm coming back.
That is absolutely fair. I appreciate it. Fans, we're going to stretch. Make sure you stretch, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Your Pickles lead, 6-4. All right, so many things going on. That was Rob Nyer, commissioner of the West Coast League, and that was great to have him on the broadcast. I hope that y'all enjoyed that. I tried to get to a few of your questions there. That was a lot of fun. So Brady Casper, defensively for Bend, moves from right field to center. Christian Cooney takes over in right. And Christian Cooney will be replacing Wilson Weber in the lineup batting-wise. I believe that's Caden Miller still out on the mound, is it not? It is. Excellent. Gary and Michael making sure that I'm caught back up on all the goings-on around here. 0-1 the count.
Look alive, Walker Stadium.
E12 again. Well, you know. 0-1 pitch, misses low, 1-1, a 70-mile-an-hour curveball. So for the Pickles, it's Eddie Saldivar Jr., Michael Campagna, and Peyton Allen. We got the beach ball out again. 1-1 pitch on the way, curves over for a strike at 75. 1-2. So Chris Stone chiming in, hey, we were talking about announcers. Did you know that Kyler Stancato's uncle is Mike Blowers with the Mariners? No, that's amazing. That pitch taken out to left center field. Ranging over, Evan Scavato to make the play. Eddie Saldivar Jr. flies out to left. Nobody on, 1 out, and that will bring up your catcher, number 27, Michael Campagna. Y'all brought it in the chat during that. Well done. Sorry I couldn't get to all your questions. I only got to about a third of mine, so hopefully Rob will join us back on the broadcast before the season's end. Caden Miller set. First pitch of the at-bat on the way in, comes in inside. to Michael Campagna, 1-0, 84-mile-an-hour slider. Sinker, excuse me. Getting late here at Walker Stadium. 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. Wind and the 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-1, swung through a 77-mile-an-hour changeup. Count even on Michael. Beer backpack looks like it's being, that is the beer backpack, right? Yes, it is. Looks like it's being shuttled around the stadium down the first baseline. Who doesn't want beer from a backpack? 1-1 pitch on the way, misses outside. Ball 2-1. 75-mile-an-hour curveball, just a bit off the plate.
Bowling ball.
Campagna 1 for 3. He's flown out center field twice, doubled and has a run scored. Miller set. Campagna twirling the bat around. 2-1 pitch on the way. Check swing. Over for a strike at 77. What is Jeremiah doing carrying that thing around for? I don't understand what is going on at the stadium anymore. That is Jeremiah Coughlin. Now he throws it down the first baseline. All right. That's where we're at tonight. 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. Got him looking. Strike 3. Campagna down on strikes.
Too much power over here. Who's that children? But cheer for your next batter.
So Campagna down on strikes. Got that as Caden Miller's first strikeout. Nobody on, 2 down. Designated hitter Peyton Allen at the plate. I feel like we're setting a bad precedence with the beach ball. Wind to the first pitch on the way in the dirt at 75. A curveball missing low, 1-0. It is just pandemonium here at Walker Stadium. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one floats in at 69 miles an hour. A curveball catching the outside part of the plate. Count goes to 1-1. Miller looks in. As a sign from Isaiah Burke, 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses outside at 70 miles an hour. Another curveball, 2-1. I do love how the commissioner was definitive about the hot dog question, though. Like that, there was zero hesitation there whatsoever. 2-1 pitch on the way. Over for a strike at 84. A sinker. Count goes to 2-2. 2 outs. Should Peyton Allen make it aboard, Latrey McCullum on deck. Allen stands tall. Miller's 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Bat boy just getting out of the way there. Count stays at 2-2. 77-mile-an-hour changeup. You know, I'm just waiting for that thing to be thrown up here. Sounds like it's getting violent down there. I mean, I know that's not the case. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off to the left. Another curveball, this one at 76, spoiled foul. Did somebody pop the ball? Is that what's... I feel like there's booing. Oh, to go down the stairs? All right. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off into the netting on the left once again. Count at 2-2. This time an 84-mile-an-hour sinker. Well, fans, thank you for indulging me. That was great to have Rob up for a little while. Big sigh on the mound from Caden Miller. Has his sign. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off again. Another sinker, this one at 84. Looks like the Thorns either were victorious or are leading Gotham by a pretty healthy margin. 5-0 the last time that Paul gave us the score update. Dolphin down there, 2-2 pitch on the way, popped up. Coming in, Michael Ball, Elijah Jackson coming in as well. Ball almost overruns it, reaches back and makes the play, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're through 7 full here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Pickles 6, Bend Elks 4. All right, broadcast fans, welcome back. So I've solved the mystery of the black beach ball. The reason that it's black is because it's a bowling ball. Duh, it's the dude night. Should have figured that out. Well, my fault, I'm a couple White Russians deep already tonight, so go figure. We're going to reset the scoreboard here. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed to Nick Schnapp. Count goes to 0-1. It's going to be Schnapp, Trotsky, and Ball for the Bend Elks. Ryan Falks out there on the mound. Fans, if you want to find out what's going on with your Portland Pickles, you really need to be following them on social media. You can follow the Portland Pickles all season, nay, all year long for the latest updates, team news, and photos. You can find them using the handle @PicklesBaseball on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You'll be glad that you did, trust me. Falks looks in, has his sign. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and hit sharply towards short. Ranging over Kyle Russell, throw over to first in time. 6-3 the put out on Nick Schnapp.
All right, 2-1. 2-1.
One down here as play continues in the top of the 8th inning. Fans, if you weren't aware, I am Mike Checks, and I'm working alongside Gary, Noah, Jay, Matthew Moose, Cam, and many more, and we will be bringing you all of the action for the rest of the night and the few remaining games this season. First pitch of the at-bat, swung on and fouled. Okay, now did that get both the catcher and the umpire? Okay.
All the way around to 205.
So that must have gotten Campagna on the head.
To the dugout. To the berm. There he goes. Look at him in the berm.
Nick Hudlow out from behind home plate, dusts off the plate. We are doing the wave here at Walker Stadium, friends. 0-1 pitch on the way, over at 80 miles an hour, a splitter for strike 2. Trotsky quickly behind, 0-2, 1 for 3 on the night, a single. Well, we almost had the bowling ball up here. 0-2 pitch on the way, spoiled foul to the left. 87 mile an hour fastball.
Yeah, card carrying no funds. It's okay.
You know, Michael, it's only a headache if you drink too many of them. Where is the bowling ball now? I don't even know what's going on here anymore. That pitch high and tight, ball 1, 1-2. 88 miles an hour, buzz in the tower. That's not any fun.
Blew that bowling ball up earlier. I saw.
80-mile-an-hour splitter that just missed outside, 2-2. I'm not kidding. Pandemonium is broken loose here tonight. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off at the plate. Count stays at 2-2. I love that Jay is up here with a handheld camera just doing bonus coverage for us. Like, this is, everybody's putting in an effort here. Dylan the Dude rocking knucks with one of the fans. Ryan Falks comes set. Winding the 2-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking, strike 3. Ryan Falks, second strikeout of the evening, strikeout number 5 for Portland Pickles pitchers overall, and that means everybody. Was it foul, Gary? Or is it a pinch hitter? All right. That means that everybody here in attendance is going to go home with a coupon for a free slice of Atlas Pizza. Atlas Pizza, come for the pizza, stay for the pizza. Pinch hitter number 10 coming in for Michael Ball. So pinch hitter here with 2 outs in the 8th inning. Sebastian Lopez from Seattle U steps in. First pitch on the way, bends a little bit inside, a slider at 78, 1-0. Sebastian Lopez first at bat in this series. Takes a cut at the next pitch, count 1-1, 87-mile-an-hour fastball. So Lopez takes over for Ball, who went 0 for 3 on the evening. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Swings through a 77-mile-an-hour slider, count goes to 1-2. You are having too much fun with that thing, friend. I'm glad you're showing off the press box, though. This is the team that I get to work with, and I'm happy about that. Okay, in his defense, the flies that we get up here are extremely obnoxious. Winding the 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Sebastian Lopez down on strikes, and the Bend Elks done here in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Your score, 6-4 Pickles. You know, friends, I don't want to say that this broadcast is completely off the rails yet, but we're headed there. We're also headed to the bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Bend Elks. That is number 30, Nate Freeman. Freeman 1-0 on the year, 5.58 ERA, 1 save, 9 2/3 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, and that is the music man right there. Moose, as he's affectionately referred to here in the press box. Moose, part of the broadcast team. When I talk about the team, team press box, that's one of the members that I'm talking about here. I name check everybody because we are legitimately a team up here. I absolutely believe that 100%. Gary also informing me that Michael Ball's evening at third base done. Sebastian Lopez, the pinch hitter last inning, taking over for him. My microphone nowhere near my face. I sound much better now. First pitch at the bottom of the 8th inning, 87-mile-an-hour fastball, low and inside, ball 1. At the plate, the fastest man in Portland, Trey Mack. Going to be followed by Kyle Russell and Kyler Stancato. Wind of the 1-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike at 88. Sinker at 88. Wow, all right. Count goes to 1-1. Freeman's wide, and the 1-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike. Another sinker at 87 this time, 1-2. All right, that right there, the broadcast booth favorite. That is Gary right there. Gary's my favorite coworker. If I have to pick favorites, Gary worked with me last year in the West Coast League. Hit sharply to second base. Trotsky over to Sylvester. 4-3 the put out on Latrey McCullum. One down here for your Pickles as we play in the bottom of the 8th inning. Oh no, everybody's got to do it.
For Kyle Russell.
Nobody on, one down, and that's going to bring up shortstop Kyle Russell. 0 for 2 on the night. He did draw a walk. He struck out and bounced out to the pitcher. First pitch of this at-bat taken into the netting, foul, 0-1. Did you get Noah on the broadcast? Okay, now everybody takes part, friend. And then Jay, you can hand Noah the camera, and Noah will get you on. Y'all can pay each other back. Why? Or the selfie. 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside part of the plate at 88 miles an hour. Is that another sinker? Really? Holy cow. Count goes to 0-2 on Kyle Russell. Okay, I will give you the story on the Octopus in just a minute. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Kyle Russell down on strikes.
All right, son.
I believe that's the first strikeout for Nate Freeman, and that'll turn the lineup over for Portland. Kyler Stancato to the plate. All right, there is our broadcast team right there, our audio video specialists. We got Noah and Jay. Jay running the camera, Noah making sure that everything goes on there. Well done, friends. That is the team up here in the booth. First pitch swung on and missed by Kyler. Fastball at 85, 0-1. Will Murphy asking about Gary's Octopus. Gary is the Octopus. I mean, not that Octopus, but that's sort of his nickname. Gary does roughly 72 jobs at one time. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit towards third. Sebastian Lopez, the new third baseman, over to first in time. 5-3 the put out on Kyler Stancato, and that'll do it for you Pickles here in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Last call for the Bend Elks here at Walker Stadium. Pickles 6, Bend Elks 4. You know, fans, when I tell you that it is a party atmosphere at Walker Stadium, that, friends, right there is exactly what I am talking about. All right, fans, this is your Pickles press box defensive play of the game. It is so loud here at the stadium tonight. It is bonkers. Oh, that was that diving play. That's right. That was a great play at second base. Eddie Saldivar Jr. with that defensive gem. So Gary Grosjean taking over for Ryan Fulks on the mound. Grosjean, a 2-run record, 3.30 ERA, a pair of saves, 16 1/3 innings pitched, and 13 strikeouts. Defensively, Wyatt King taking over for LaTrey McCollum out in left field. Pickles 3 outs away from an 8-game winning streak, but standing between them and that, Elijah Jackson, Evan Scavato, and Brady Casper. First pitch of the inning, missing low and away at 88 miles an hour, 1-0. You guys are very kind to us. I appreciate all of the kind comments in the chat tonight. Y'all are wonderful. 1-0 pitch misses outside at 88 again. Count goes to 2-0. You know, if Damian Lillard knew how much fun we had here at Walker Stadium, I think Damian Lillard would come check out a Pickles game. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one misses outside, ball 3. That was well outside. Yeah, the number's climbing as we go late. Oh, I haven't given you all the West Coast League scores in a hot minute. 3-0 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike at 86 miles an hour, 3-1. Let's check in on those scores, shall we? Let's hit the finals first. Raptors and Drifters are done in Ridgefield. 7-1, the Raptors win. Bells over the Night Owls 5-4. 3-1 pitch on the way inside. Ball 4, Elijah Jackson with the lead-off walk. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Evan Scavato. As I mentioned, the Bellingham Bells victorious 5-4 in Bellingham. Up in Cowlitz County, the Black Bears hold off the Lefties 5-1. In Victoria, the Harbor Cats fall to the Pippins by a score of 10-4. The Wenatchee Apple Sox come back and defeat the Corvallis Knights 5-4. Pitch on the way, over for a strike at 88 miles an hour. Fastball 0-1. In Kelowna, quite a game up there. The Sweets 11, the Falcons 10 as they play in the top of the 9th inning. 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses inside. Ball 1-1. Lewis Roses, you checked into the broadcast at one point this evening, and things were a little hectic around here, and I did not get to say hi. If you're still hanging out on the broadcast, I hope you've had a good evening, friend. Grosjean's 1-1 pitch swung on and fouled off into the parking lot. Count goes to 1-2. Tom Jones agreeing with some of the Pickles faithful here that earlier pitch maybe should have been a strike. Scavato 2 for 4, pair of singles, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice. Swung on and fouled off the 1-2 pitch. Count stays at 1-2. Slider this time at 79. Fans getting loud here at Walker Stadium. 1-2 the count, nobody out. Elijah Jackson on at first base, being held on by Jacob Jablonski. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off again. That one an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Count stays at 1-2. Breeze picking up here at Walker Stadium a little bit. It's gotten chilly here in the evening. As we hit 10:11 p.m. right now. For those of you wondering why that's so important, that was the over-under night. That ball shot into right field for a base hit. Hitting second and heading for third, Elijah Jackson. He's going to coast in safely. Ball gets back into the infield, and we've got runners on the corners. Nobody down. The over-under tonight set at 10:11 p.m. Your winners tonight, Noah, Jay, and Chex. Well done. Yes, Tom, we know that you're a little ways ahead of us out there in Atlanta, friend. So a meeting on the mound now. Scavato on at first, Jackson on at third. Brady Casper to the plate. Yeah, Tom Jones would like to go to bed. He's been awake for a while. It's after 1 o'clock in the morning in Atlanta. We need to get these loose ends tied up here. Grosjean looking for a save. Go ahead run at the plate in the form of Brady Casper. Casper has an RBI. Sacrifice fly in the first inning. Bounced out to second in the third. Popped foul in the fifth. First pitch missing. 1-0. An 83-mile-an-hour sinker. Hit into a fielder's choice his last time up in the seventh. Next pitch over for a strike. That one had some extra oomph on it. 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Count evens up at 1-1. For all of you who've hung around for the end of the broadcast tonight, thank you very much. I hope you've had a wonderful evening. Grosjean takes a look at third. 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-1. Pickles fans getting restless here at the walk. Jackson on at third, Scavato on at first. Casper at the plate. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped foul. Count goes to 2-2. Another fastball. That one at 86 miles an hour. Gary Grosjean takes a look over at third, now stares in at Campagna. Has the sign that he wants, comes set at the belt. 2-2 pitch on the way, inside, ball three, 84-mile-an-hour sinker just missing off the black end. Woo-hoo! Full count on Brady Casper, Bo Sylvester on deck. Pitch on the way, fouled into the netting again. Count stays at 3-2. That's right. Getting late for Mondre. Do we have anybody up in the Pickles bullpen? It does not look like it. Looks like this is Grosjean's inning here. Crowd getting loud. Grosjean has his sign, comes set. 3-2 pitch on the way. Inside, ball four. Jackson on at third. Scavato now on at second. Brady Casper aboard with a walk. Second walk issued by Grosjean, and that is going to bring up first baseman Bo Sylvester. 18 pitches so far for Grosjean. Entire to the infield coming in for the conversation. Little bit of intrigue here in the ninth inning, friends. Bases full of Elks, nobody out. Grosjean now walking the tightest of ropes. Your Pickle Finance numbers of the game so far for the Bend Elks: 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. For your Portland Pickles, 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors. This game is far from over, though. Still 3 outs to go. Bases loaded.
I think we covered that on a previous episode of Prime Time. Go back in the archives. Go back and listen to that.
You know, this is going to be one of those things where we decided on the defensive play of the game early, and what's going to happen is there's going to be a bouncer to Grosjean. He's going to go home to Campagna. Campagna's going to fire down to second for 2 and over to first for 3. It will be your standard 1-2-6-3 double play. First pitch of the at-bat, swung on and missed. Started him out with a 78-mile-an-hour slider, 0-1. That's all right. It'll just be something more for Jay's highlight reel later. Grosjean has his sign, comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Comes back with an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Grosjean quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Holy cow, the fans are loud tonight. This is probably the loudest I have heard Walker Stadium, not gonna lie. Grosjean looks in, has his sign from Campagna. 0-2 pitch on the way in, high and... What? Did that hit him? So, Bo Sylvester claiming that the pitch hit him. First base coach claiming the pitch hit him. Home plate umpire said get back to home plate. Now the conversation going on between home plate umpire Nick Hudlow and Elijah Bester out in the field. Ball 1.
You're getting serious, boys.
Yes, it is. Is there any chance that we have that on a replay to see whether or not he was hit or not? Nope. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's not exactly one of those situations where we're thinking replay. So, count goes to 1-2. Bo Sylvester back at the plate. Gary Grosjean back up on the bump. Stares in at Michael Campagna. Has the sign that he wants, comes set at the belt. Bases loaded. Look back at second base, now steps off. Do you want a new baseball? No. Kyle Russell call time? So Kyle Russell comes in and has a conversation with Elijah Bester, now returns to short. Bo Sylvester steps back in, behind in the count, 1-2. Grosjean set at the waist. 1-2 pitch on the way, got him looking, strike 3, first out of the inning. Bo Sylvester down looking. So we're a double play away from the end of this ball game. Bases still loaded. 1 out. Pickles still up by 2. Isaiah Burke at the plate. Grosjean comes set. First pitch of the at-bat. Misses low at 79. A slider. 1-0. No place to put him. Something's got to give here. Grosjean comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way. Over the outside part of the plate at 87 miles an hour. Fastball, strike 1. 1-1. I do believe this counts as high-tension baseball right here. Grosjean comes set. Pitch number 25 of the inning on the way in. Bends in for a strike at 78. Nice looking slider. Count goes to 1-2. Burke 0 for 2 has worked a pair of walks, though. He's struck out and bounced out to short. We have a fly in here that is super annoying. Wind to the 1-2 pitch on the way. Just off the plate at 89. Count goes to 2-2.
Let's go, Pickles!
Well, if you were looking for a calm and uneventful ending to this baseball game, you tuned into the wrong game. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, hit towards second, charging. Now the ball is dropped, a run will score, safe at second base, everybody's safe. Gary, is that a 4 unassisted fielder's choice? So Elijah Jackson comes in to score on the fielder's choice. Scavato moves down to third. Brady Casper moves up to second base. Isaiah Burke aboard on the fielder's choice. Winding the first pitch on the way over for a strike. 0-1. Christian Cooney at the plate for his first at-bat. Bases juiced, 1 down. 0-1 pitch on the way. Inside, ball 1.
Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles!
Cooney 0 for 4 last night. Bounced into an inning-ending double play with the bases loaded. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up. That one's going to get out of play. Count goes to 1-2. You'll remember Cooney grounded into that Portland Pickles defensive play of the game double play last night. 4-6-3 to end an inning with the bases loaded. Grosjean hoping for a similar outcome here. Portland clinging to a 6-5 lead. Bases full of Elks. Pickles do have the bottom of the 9th inning should they need it. Grosjean comes set, looks back at second. 1-2 pitch on the way. Off the plate at 90. Count goes to 2-2. You know, I don't know if it's the White Russian speaking or if the fans just want every single pitch to be a strike, but that seems to be the case here. Count is 2-2 on Christian Cooney. Pitch on the way, misses well and outside, gets away from Campagna. Wild pitch. Count goes full. Hoo-wah. Grosjean climbs back up on the mound. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases full of Elks. Pickles with a 1-run lead. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Second strikeout. Christian Cooney down on strikes. Well, fans, I hope that you are enjoying the theater here in the 9th inning. "33 pitches so far for Gary Grosjean. 1 out stands between him and a save. 1 out stands between the Pickles and an 8-game winning streak. First pitch of the at-bat. This is low and outside at 87. A fastball, 1-0. Well, tonight's broadcast has had a little bit of everything. Little bit of everything. This place is going to go bananas if the Picks end up winning this 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on. That one out into right field. Nick Up still makes the catch, and holy cow, this game is over. L9, the putout on Nick Schnapp. Gary Grosjean gets the save, and your Portland Pickles hold on for their 8th straight win. The smoke comes in from left field. Your Portland Pickles victorious. Your Pickle Finance final numbers of tonight's game for the visiting Bend Elks. 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors for your hometown Portland Pickles. 6 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. Gary Grosjean getting the save. Fans, it is a great day to be a Pickles fan. Pleased to be joining us on the broadcast tomorrow evening. First pitch should theoretically be at 6:05. We'll probably go live with the broadcast about 5:55 p.m. For all of you that made it to the finish line with us, thank you for joining us. I do hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast because we had a lot of fun bringing it to you. Cannot wait to hang out with you all tomorrow night. We'll do it again from Walker Stadium one more time in this series. Y'all take care of yourselves. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening, friends.
Have a great evening. And as always,